I think.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Bro, when they I'm trying to remember, it's
Just gonna be evil like
they
that?
did the
Yeah, I'll be evil. I'll send you that message.
Yeah,
You
uh-huh.
know?
Do it.
I will make sure that it's over 1 minute to read, so that way you can't follow your schedule.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, we're live. Doing things. Allegedly.
I gotta boot up my
Legendary.
character sheet.
Yes, you do.
I already have mine up. Ha.
I have mine up too.
We'll add that
I
to...
can't believe they skimmed over Burn My Dread. That's such a good song.
Like, they haven't released it yet?
No,
Well...
no, 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 like in the intro section, he like skipped like on his MP3 player, he like skipped over Burn My Dread. That was like the first one for Persona 3. I was like, you
oh,
bitch!
oh,
That's
that...
like one of my favorite songs.
I think,
It's like,
legitimately, I think they're afraid to let that show.
oh, to reuse Burn My Dread. Oh, but it's such a good song
Oh,
though.
don't get me wrong. I will be the first. I will be the first one on Twitter to be over. Sorry, like on X, to be like
X.
to directly message Atlas and be like cowards.
Cowards.
Anyway,
Although,
hello,
the full moon song's pretty good. Okay, go ahead.
hello everybody. How you doing? Welcome to. Well, probably nobody's here yet, but hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Shalom.
Today is gonna be a day.
We're gonna die. We're gonna fucking die.
I don't think I need you.
Before
TPK, TPK,
Validus,
TPK.
before Validus dies, he's gonna like look over to Arthas and call a bitch one more time.
My hope is that when Arthas dies, Validus will be the one to put him in his grave so he can let him down one last time.
Oh.
Facts.
I want him to just push him down into the grave with 2 fingers.
2 fingers.
2 fingers.
Are you guys excited for the day? I'm excited,
Yes.
legally speaking.
Yeah.
I'm a little sweaty, but I'm excited.
You could potentially TPK the party.
That's
Okay.
right. And I'll do it again.
I'll fucking do
He's
it
never
again.
done it before. I don't think he's ever done that before.
No, he hasn't.
Don't
Oh,
tempt
yeah.
me.
Yet. The optimal word is yet.
You got very close like a few months ago in the other game. You got very close.
I did get close, didn't I?
Yeah, you dropped a fucking island on our heads.
I don't think he's killed all of us just yet. And then he's like, "You're first. You're first."
All right.
Uh,
All right. Here's your next adventure. I'm gonna drop 2 islands on your heads.
Damn.
Balance with the sky islands pass it overhead.
crap.
We'd be really screwed at the level we are if that's the case.
Don't worry, guys. Validus will just walk dead center, and then he will attempt to lift up the fucking islands. He can probably do it. You know, one natural 20 athletics check later.
Probably close, yeah.
Probably kill him, but
I don't particularly think a nat 20 would actually save him from 2 islands.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's gonna be the first island's gonna fall down. You're gonna block it with a punch, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
the
you
second
managed to
island,
One
he's gonna
island
drop
in
a
half, the second one's kind of gonna crush you.
gonna do a fucking Madara from Naruto. Just drop 2 islands. Drop 2
I don't
on
know
top
how I
of each other.
accidentally made D&D Hercules in the form of an angry, disgruntled elf, but here we are.
Disgruntled elf.
I love doing 45 things at once. be a DM, kids. You get to do math. You get to have stress all the time. It's basically like a real job, except you don't get paid for it. And that means there's no responsibilities to anybody except for your players, of course. Because it's your players that matter. Technically.
I mean, your fun matters too.
Exactly.
My fun is the stress. Or at least the overcoming of it.
I am currently being held alive by 3 cups of coffee, 2 Red Bulls, and half a fucking Oreo. It's stands, assholes.
Damn, you're already doing better than me then.
Dang. Definitely better than me. I got to skip my coffee today.
Ooh. Coffee is good.
Coffee's my blood.
I've never had coffee before in my entire
Oh,
life.
speaking of coffee, I should go make one actually. Throw it back.
Well. Well, I was gonna start, but never mind.
Man, just fucked
No,
right
you
out.
can, no, you can start. You can start. I'm bringing my phone with me. You can start.
Just fucking right off.
Uh,
Go make coffee.
I would like to say before we start, thank you to Carter W 2004 for following. Really appreciate it.
Wait a second. Okay, good.
Yep.
I do have the right character. I thought I had the fucking level 20 character up.
Yes. I'm sorry. I do how much damage?
Sorry. Sorry. I have how many spells?
I have more than one. Oh goodness. All right. Let's see. Let's get everything squared away. Set to you. Set to you. Everybody ready to go?
Ready.
Then let us get the start.
Wait, is Homie back?
Being here.
Okay, never mind then. Sorry, go ahead.
When last we left our heroes, Validus the Shatterkai Paladin, Arthas the Human Fighter, Lorien the Azamar Rogue, Isaac the Human Bard, and Everly the High Elf Wizard. The party explored the horrors that now infested Castle Norian, while gathering whatever resources they could get their hands on. After solving a mysterious riddle in the garden, meeting a new friend in the aptly named Baby Back Ribs, and exploring the king's personal stash of magical trinkets, the party entered the throne room, which seemed to be the source of this mysterious darkness. Just before they could reach the throne, upon which sat a silhouette of the princess, a terrible giant made of rotten flesh and chains descended from the ceiling, challenging our heroes to mortal combat. Now, as we return to our heroes, the journey of the cowardly princess continues. And I would like everybody to roll initiative, as I'll take us over to the Roll20 map.
How the heck
Nice.
did you get a 23?
It's called
Bro.
I got a
Yeah,
21.
bro.
Oh my god, I know, but that's like the
I
first
got a
combat roll.
measly 10.
Oh my god, I got a 5, dude.
Alright, let's see. Let's see if
23.
Isaac can beat Arthas.
Holy
I
shit.
got a natural 1, guys.
Yeah, baby!
The lure accuracies!
Finally.
Oh, yeah, Isaac
So,
is terrified.
sorry, let me move us over here.
Oh my.
Natural 1. First
I gotta
roll.
really change my fucking name.
We're gonna figure out how to make all these things smaller. Oh my
There we
god.
Haha, rolls in the rogue.
That wasn't even that 20.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of
Gross.
Lorien right now. I'm so proud of Lorien right now.
Mhm.
As a rogue
this
in a
what it's like
different
to be a rogue?
campaign. Yeah, as a rogue in a
So he's gonna go Everly with a 10. Oh, actually, what is your let's see, +2. So it'll be Everly and then that.
heavily and then Conquest.
Does anyone want to be thrown towards the boss?
Isaac,
Yeah, put me out of my misery. Put me out of my misery.
because you got a natural 1, that'll be a
Body
-5
football and chuck it.
to your total score, leading to a -1,
Yeah.
which I feel like is
Fair
is
enough.
on brand.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
And now,
Just consider me
Actually,
not
wants to
here.
fucking go home and go to bed. He's done with this shit.
uh,
I didn't even want to be in this castle if you remember.
now if somebody could, please, share your screen for
God
Isaac.
damn it, man.
Wait, can Isaac like watch the stream, or
I'm-
is
I-
the
I-
map
The
not
map
shown?
is on the screen.
I don't.
Oh right.
I can't show the map. I'm
Okay.
afraid.
Yes.
I have a potato.
I will. I got it.
All right. As battle starts, fuck. Hooray! Everything's breaking. As battle starts,
Say that.
the giant made of flesh and chains bellows out in laughter. Puny, worthless. Very well. Show me what you are made of. Lorian, you're up first.
Alright. Laura's gonna run right up next to the monster. And give it a real good whack with their rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 1.
All right.
Oh,
Off to a great start.
All right. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Some, let's roll. Let's roll some. I can't fucking believe it. All right. So we're gonna take a quick stop for a second to explain a house rule of mine. I roll something called when you achieve a natural 1, whether you're doing a skill check or in combat. I will roll a severity die, another d20 to determine how bad is your screw up. The higher the roll you get, the worse it is. With a natural 20, generally leading to catastrophic results. But there is a saving grace. If one were to roll a natural 1, for instance, what I just did for Lorian, I call that a task failed successfully. In which, so for instance, Lauren, you said you're attacking with your rapier.
Yeah.
As you're, as you kind of lunge in with your blade, you don't actually hit any flesh, but your blade does kind of accidentally get caught in some of the chains on the creature's flesh. And as you you're trying to free your blade, you yank as hard as you can and roll me some weapon damage.
With what damage?
Roll your weapons damage.
Okay. I got a 12.
This will not be with sneak attack. So,
Yeah,
It
12.
does it on roll 20. Like,
Yeah, it's 12. So like 2 is sneak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hold on a moment.
I accidentally rolled twice and got 12
Oh.
for damage. Actually,
Oh,
both
I
times.
love how it doesn't show me that for... What the...
On D&D Beyond, yeah.
Why is it showing me a custom roll? Anyway, so 12 damage, you say?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. As you yank back your blade, you literally are pulling chains off of the creature as it kind of growls in pain. You think you're funny, don't you?
I mean, no more so than just you existing.
All right. Does that end your turn?
It does.
All right. Valdis, it is now your turn.
Valdis like runs right up to the creature, screaming, "I will destroy you, vile filth! Put her down!" And then he goes fucking. He takes a massive swing. So unarmed strike. 21.
21 will hit.
8 damage.
8 damage, very nice.
Just a thunderous blow on its thigh. If he can reach that high.
You do, in fact. And as your fist connects with the chains, as your fist clashes with the chains, it seems to like reverberate around his whole body. You can feel the crunching of bones underneath fist.
That's the end of my turn. That's all I can do.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to take its legendary action.
Fuck.
And as you pull back, you see it's also raising its arm, and it's going to make a ferocious chain whip attack against you.
Ferocious.
You know, I really didn't want to get that right now, but here we are. That is a natural 20, I'm afraid.
What the fuck did I say? What did I say? Holy shit!
You spoke your doom into existence before the game started.
Hey,
I'm sorry,
Chase.
my friend.
Chase,
You will
that-
die before me.
Validus.
Yeah.
You feel you realize it wasn't the creature's bone that was breaking. It was your own, as it reels its arm back, slams a mighty chain down upon your back, dealing 14 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
There is a crater in the floor, and what fills it now instead of stone is Validus, face down.
God.
Arthas just starts cracking the fuck up. Arthas is in the back like, ah! Ah! Oh my god, Isaac! Oh my god, you didn't just see that, did you? Ah!
Isaac's trying to think of a way to get out of here.
All right, and
I
that
really just look back at Arthas with her eyes wide.
Sorry. Should we help him?
Speaking of Everly, it's your turn now.
God.
Alright.
I'm just glad I didn't roll higher.
Yeah, you did double his health, you'd just be insta-killed.
Fuck.
Wait, actually, hold on. I need to check a rule real quick.
Oh, holding.
Frozen in place.
I believe that instant death is when it's double your max.
Yeah, double
it's
maximum.
Like double your max health and damage in one go, I think.
If the
I had max health. It did 14, so I believe I'm just down, not dead.
hang on, there might be a small problem.
Oh no.
If that
No,
had
no,
hit me, I
damage.
would've died.
No, damage is 0. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It
Validus
doesn't
is
carry over.
still alive.
Mhm.
Everly, sorry, it is your turn.
Alright. She's gonna look at that thing and go, "You're going to regret ever doing that," and she's gonna cast a first level ice knife.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Does 22 hit?
22 will absolutely hit. Damn, why are you guys so good?
Just wait until my roll. I'm
That
gonna
is
roll
3
that
damage.
one.
Is there anything else that has to happen with that?
Yeah, doesn't Ice Knife
Um,
do an extra thing?
Yeah, it explodes. It does radius damage.
It does
Hit or
radius?
miss. Hit or miss.
Yeah.
The stone explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw
Yep.
or take 2d6 cold damage.
Yep.
Okay,
Mm.
so Validus unfortunately then will fail.
Yep.
Sorry.
Phallus would fail.
Where do you shoot the knife specifically?
Probably should have thought about that.
She's gonna shoot it probably for its. I'm gonna say that's its. The upper right, which is opposite of Florian, of the shoulder.
It's over there.
Yeah, up there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll allow that because I also did not think about that until just now. All right.
Yeah, I didn't do that either.
So dexterity saving throw.
Uh-huh.
You got it. That is a 10.
Fails.
Ooh.
Absolutely. Roll me that ice damage.
But it's 5.
All right, so I'll take 8 total damage.
Hmm.
Anything else you want to do with your turn?
That is all I can do at the moment.
As you shoot this creature in its like upper, its left, your right shoulder, it kind of laughs at like the piddling damage as it kind of gets stuck in between its chains, and then it shatters, blasting chunks of ice into the creature's face. And you watch as the creature's face begins to crack almost. But it growls as "Oh, you poor insolent children." As it becomes Conquest's turn.
Mm.
Ooh, what is it gonna do? What should it do? And this is within that range. All right, Everly. You watch as it extends the same arm you just shot and says, "All right, girlie. Turn your attention on those two fellas behind you." And it is going.
Oh shit.
And you watch as a chain shoots from its body and tries to wrap around your neck, Everly.
Ooh.
I need you to make me a contested. We're gonna make a contested subservience check. Well,
What?
Fuck is
How
this
the hell do I do that?
sorry. I'm thinking of I'm trying to figure out how to word it. Like a contested athletics check. I need you to roll me some courage, as it will roll intimidation.
Oh.
Subservience. Newest D&D skill dropped.
22.
Ooh.
You feel as the chain wraps tighter and tighter around your throat, you feel this creature's will trying to overcome you until you see, but then you look down at the ground at poor Validus, who is not in a good way, and you would never serve somebody who did something like that, as you grip down and the chain shatters like sand in your hands. And you are protected.
Whew. That was
So you have some gumption after all. Fine by me.
Holding her throat, she looks at the creature. I'm not so easily taken control of.
We'll see about
That's no
that.
way to treat a lady.
It
Just
is-
Isaac down the back. That's no way to treat a lady.
It looks to you. Is that any way to talk to your master? And that will end its turn. Arthas, it's your turn.
Wiping a tear from his eye after cracking up, he'll look to Isaac and point to what's left of Validus and say, "Hey, bud, you got anything that might help out our human pancake friend over there?" Anyway, I guess it's time for me to enter the fray, and I'll take out my sword. I'll kind of salute by putting it in front of my face, parallel with my body, and then slowly walk forward to my maximum distance, right in front of Validus. Look at Validus very pitifully. Look what you've gotten yourself into, friend. Is there some way that I can, like, drag him behind me? Like, just pick him up and, like, move him behind me?
He's not
Like,
dead
like
yet.
by a leg or something?
He's not dead yet, so he's not an object.
It'd be your movement. So how much movement do you have there?
None. I
Yeah,
literally
so then
walked
the
up
answer is
by
yeah.
40.
If you take
I
an,
will say, though,
if you
I
go ahead.
just think that when Arthas like approaches Valus's corpse, it looks like the body is making very subtle twitching motions as if trying to like make a fist.
Yeah, I make like a ick face, like I'm looking at a fly twitching after it just got smacked down. I'm like, ugh. Unbecoming, Valdis. Very unbecoming. Yeah, but if I use my action, can I do it?
If
Can I try
yeah,
to like move him?
yeah, you can move him within to another space within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move him behind me.
All right.
Would I have to try to lift him?
Uh,
Oh, cool.
no, you have enough strength. You should have high enough push capacity. Not capacity, but threshold.
Twitch dragon. Yeah.
I am a young gorilla, so
Indeed. Well, more of a wolf, but
this is true. I'm trying to find my dang thing. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Fuck it. So then after I move him, I kind of just I go, with a sigh. I take my shield out. I smack my blade against my shield and just take a defensive position, and I just say, "On God," and that's it. And my turn.
very well. It's gonna use this refreshed legendary action
Refresh.
Yeah.
to make a ferocious whip attack against you. A ferocious chain whip. I mean.
Very well.
Oh no.
No, I'm not gonna use that dice. That one's stinky.
Please let me get embarrassed just like Valdis. That would be so fucking funny. I want to just get smacked across the room, please.
Okay.
I just want to see
that
it
would be
too.
hilarious.
Tell me what you wish for.
That's a
Oh my
20 win.
Yeah, 21 definitely hits.
Okay, I'm gonna use the purple and gold dice. Oh wait, I only need one.
Whoa.
All right, that is 9 bludgeoning damage against you, Arthas.
Sounds good.
As the chain whips around, you are not prone, but as the chain goes low and sweeps your legs out from under you. These are the mighty heroes that she so long dreamed about.
Do I go prone or am I able to stand back up?
You're stand back up. That was just for flavor.
After he flips me onto my back, I chuckle a bit and I get up on one knee, kind of like be like, my thigh, Jesus Christ, that hurt in my mind. I'm like, what the fuck is this creature? Like, whatever. And then I stand up, shaking. I'm like, today, I will do what others won't, so tomorrow I can do what others can't. And I smile, and I spit blood out on the floor, and I go, again, another one. And that's it.
Isaac.
I love Arthas.
Isaac, it is your turn.
Yeah, Isaac is going to he's gonna move up to about, let's say up to Validus.
Do you have like here or here?
Yeah, like there. Behind, yeah, but behind, yeah.
All right.
About there. Do I have any potions on me? I'm not the one with the potions, actually.
Validus is the one with the potions.
If you want, you can spend an
Yeah, I'm
action
just-
to feed Validus one of his own potions.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll feed him one of his potions.
Okay. Roll me 2d4. We'll add +2 to the total.
Copy.
I'll remove one of the potions from my inventory.
You get a big 5.
Hey, Valdis, we're at the same health. Let's go.
Hey guys, you guys met up with me. I'm at 5 too. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
So am I back up?
Yeah. As
Yes. because
Isaac,
would
as you-
see me feeding a potion.
Isaac, as you run up, your heart pounding out of your chest, you kind of do like a fucking like a rock star like knee slide right up to Validus. You kind of flip him over, dig inside his inside of his bag, and you pull out a glimmering red vial, which you promptly pour into his mouth. Validus,
Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
you feel every bone in your body as you sit straight up, Undertaker style.
Yeah. Am I prone or like am I up?
No, you would be prone.
you are
'cause
prone.
I just got you up.
Like you're
Yeah,
sitting up, but you're
Validus,
still
as you-
prone.
Yeah, as he like rolls over, he rises like a zombie being resurrected. Like as DM said, you hear his like bones, any broken bones fuse back together. He still looks like shit, but the fact that he's up is a fucking miracle. Honestly, he like looks up at Conquest. I didn't hear no bell, ass clown.
I'll just be like, when you sit up, I'll be like, all right, buddy, back in the fight, and I'll give you a lot of inspiration.
Hell yeah.
He doesn't even acknowledge Isaac's existence. He's focused on Conquest.
I look back to Validus and I'll say, finally, ready to get serious for once?
Validus kind of like stares up at Arthas and gives.
I don't look good, dude. I don't look good. I'm
Yeah.
in the same state you're in. I'm just trying to lie to you through my teeth of confidence. It is plain on my face. that I'm shaking.
Arthas, roll deception.
I'm gonna roll. Can I roll insight?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll
Since
try
I'm
to
right
deceive
there,
him.
can I also do it?
Yeah,
Since I'm
absolutely.
right there,
15.
can I also do it?
I'll just be smiling
Yeah.
with like quivering legs, like I'm fucking trying to hold my weight up.
18.
I rolled an 18 on deception. Oh no, I rolled a 20 on deception.
Oh,
Holy shit.
20!
This
Oh, no.
Oh, Everly
this
knows.
stupid asshole fucking how dare he be so confident?
Perhaps, Arthas, just for once, we should put our differences aside.
Like we always say, sore today, strong tomorrow. Am I right?
I say that, dickhead.
Well, then get up.
Anybody else say that?
All right, Lorian, it's your turn.
Isaac's just
Alright.
panicking behind both of them. Why am I fucking here? Why am I?
Oh,
Can I move like directly behind him?
Behind Conquest? Absolutely.
Yeah. Alright.
I think he's
Just gonna
too
skirt around
big
the edge
for
so
us
I'm
to
not
get
leaving
the.
his, attack range. I'm just moving around.
To get into
You
a
know?
good potential flanking position.
Yeah,
Mhm.
DM, is he too big for flanking advantage? Or
No. As long as you're within, like, parallel squares. You know what I mean?
sweet, sweet.
Okay.
The only time that would be the case is like maybe a gargantuan monster, or something just so impossibly
Mhm.
huge that like flanking's not gonna do anything for you.
Like a Tarrasque.
Cool.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Anyway,
Uh huh.
I'm just gonna try and slash at it with my rapier again, going for a part that I ripped the chains off of. A little less armor there,
slap his ass. Got it.
9.
9 will not
Totally.
hit, I'm afraid.
Spawns aboard.
Cool.
Oh no, he's got that Hank Hill ass. There's no leverage.
Nothing to hit. Damn. All right.
Anything
Yeah.
Glad
else?
it's aboard.
I am. I'm gonna vibe right there.
All right.
Vibing.
End of my turn.
All right. Lorian pulls out their Persona 3 Walkman. Just vibes. Validus, it's your turn. Hey, listen, I'm struggling too.
Validus like stands up, his busted legs fused together, like the same ghost, like ghastly crackling noise. He stands up, he runs around Arthas, because you have enough movement for that. Like half my movement plus 10 feet. Yeah, I'm good. I'm flanking now with Floor, right?
Yes. Actually, I need a second. I need to. Usually that gives advantage. I need to check my own house rules. Boop doo doo doo. Skills. I don't have any. Okay, so I did not make one. Just wanted to confirm. So yeah, flanking as per usual gives advantage.
Alrighty. So he sees Lore like between Conquest legs, and he gives them a small little, like let's do this kind of look. Before taking another thunderous swing. Another 21.
21 will absolutely hit.
21.
Ooh, 7 damage.
7 damage. You got it. Let me just do the math for that real quick. Bring it to. Can I do something a little stupid?
Always.
You go, you reel back, and you deliver a thunderous uppercut into where this creature's gonads should be.
Good.
But as your fist collides with pelvis, you only it kind of crumbles into dust, and the creature will go like, "You thought," and you kind of as one last fuck you grab a bundle of chains near the pelvis and yank,
Good.
breaking a good.
My favorite.
Breaking quite a few of them and causing a bit. By the way, every time you destroy chains, they leak a strange like red fluid, which doesn't smell like blood, but sure looks like it. Everly, is there anything else you want to do, Validus?
No, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Everly, it's your turn.
I only got one attack right now and no smites.
Everly is going to be is clenching onto Devalo quite hardly, and she's gonna tap into it, and she's gonna use Sacred Flame against the target.
Ooh, all right then. Is there a
Need to
saving
make a dex.
deck save? You got it. Let's see. What day?
Sacred Flame.
Mhm.
The wizard. Fascinating. Interesting.
That is a 16.
It does pass.
Does it take half damage?
It should take
I
nothing,
don't think
right?
Sacred
Sacred
Flame
Flame
does
is
that.
all of nothing.
Yeah,
That's all or
Flame
nothing.
Flame-like radiance descends from the creature you see within range. Target must succeed on a dex saving throw or take.
Mm.
Okay.
The target gains no benefit from covering this saving throw.
As you you let out a blast of this sacred fire from Diavolo. It hits his chest, and you watch as the creature just simply brushes it off as if it were some dirt on his shirt. So that's the best you can do, little one.
She narrows her eyes at it. I'm just getting started.
I hope
And
so.
that ends his turn.
All right, that makes it That makes it Conquest's turn.
Oh, so we die. I'm sorry for putting you to sleep.
It's going to start its turn by taking a bonus action, and I need... Actually, no, hold on. Before it does that, it is going to reach out its hand again and point it towards Isaac. Come now, little one. No need to be scared. After all, they're your real enemies. They wouldn't let you leave. And I need you to make me a courage check, Isaac.
Not good. Not good, guys. Not good. Okay. 10.
All right. Isaac, as the chain lashes out and wraps around your throat, it takes hold, digging somewhat into your mind. This activates Chains of Conquest. When you, on failure of the courage check, you become subservient to Conquest and must spend your turn in some way aiding Conquest. At least one action or bonus action that is beneficial to Conquest must be taken. At the end of your turn, you can make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
And you all watch as this chain, which hangs in the, like, there's actually seems to be a chain connecting Isaac and the creature now. And you all watch as like the any sort of, you watch Isaac's eyes kind of deaden a bit.
Yeah, I struggle for like 2 seconds, and then I just go limp for like a second, and then I straighten up.
And the worst thing is, you all see Isaac smiling now, as if he's no longer afraid.
That's chilling.
That's sad as fuck.
It is now going to use this bonus action, and I need Lorien, Validus, Arthas, and I believe Everly. As its chains begin to rattle, it laughs and laughs. Bow before me, your superior, your ruler. Bow before Conquest, as it will use its frightful aura. I need everybody to make me a Wisdom saving throw, except for you, Isaac.
Copy.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's a nat one. Why did I actually hit a second one to ignore that one?
I got a 16.
All right, Lorien,
I got a 17.
Oh, okay.
Two ones.
Lorien, and
Oh.
Arthas, you pass.
Nice.
Validus and Everly. Everly, you are both frightened.
This is. Sorry, go on.
No, actually, you go ahead. Sorry.
This I guess, fighter's stance kind of falters a bit. His voice almost quivers as he says, I bow to no one.
But
I bow to nothing. He's shaking.
I was gonna say,
trembling.
your shaking legs betray you.
Yeah.
You cannot attack. You cannot approach the creature any more than you already are. Additionally, you must. For fear specifically, do you have to spend your turn getting as far away from possible, or no?
Yes.
That's a different.
I don't think
is
so.
No, that's a different thing.
Sometimes, like something like turn undead, but I think, I mean, I
Uh,
can look the condition.
Sorry,
Valor
no.
should have. If he's feared, he should have disadvantage on every.
Yeah,
Like every
disadvantage.
attack.
I can't willingly move closer to it.
You cannot
and
move
I have
closer,
disadvantage.
and you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls until the creature leaves your sight.
Yeah. Well, I'm already right fucking at him, so.
Yep.
Shit.
You become. Sorry. You can make wisdom saving throws again at the end of each of your turns. And that will end Conquest's turn. Arthas, you're up.
Arthas, shaking, just trying to hold himself together. After the creature, releases that aura, he feels it kind of enter him, and he becomes afraid for a couple seconds as inside his mind he's thinking, what am I doing here? Why are we fighting this creature? What went wrong? Everything was fine just a couple days ago. And then I look at Validus shaking in fear, and I get angry. And I remember one of my family mottos. Where is it? I just had it.
You lost it.
He's got it, folks. Let's see him.
My phone.
Don't give him some time, folks.
What
He'll
the heck?
find it, or maybe he won't.
Where the? Oh my god! I just had it.
Did you really?
I did, but then I hit back on my phone and I went. Oh my god, dude. Oh, found it. Okay. I see Validus shaking, and I just get angry, and I shake it off and I scream this out: "Long live the reckless and the brave!" And I just kind of take a step next to Validus and I go, now it's my turn, and I just I will attempt to.
Now it's Rhine time.
This is gonna be so stupid. This is gonna be so stupid, and I don't know how strong this creature is, but because he flicked me off my feet, I'm going to do the same thing as him and use a shoving action to try to push him prone. To try to just knock him prone with just my shield, just bust his ass down out of a fit of rage. So a contested athletics check, just to show my superiority.
Hold on, I need to check.
Yeah.
What does that
Ego.
do?
Ego. This is what you call ego, folks. This is
It's
what you call
ego.
ego.
I'm just I'm raging. I'm not a barbarian, but I'm fucking.
Yeah.
Favorite part of this is lore right behind him, so if he falls backwards.
Oh, that's why I took a sidestep. I can move a little
Okay.
bit more. Yeah,
Diagonally.
I wanted to do this. No, you get to choose. So if I succeed, I can either choose to push him 5 feet, or I can knock him prone.
Yeah, you can knock him prone.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I want to knock him on his ass.
Let's see. Shove. You can. The target must be no more than one size larger than you, and this is a huge creature.
Yeah.
Would I
think
know
two
that
sizes-
instinctively so I don't waste it? Could
Yes. Yeah.
All right, Mulligan.
Tried to rule
I'll just
through it,
scream
it's
out.
okay, buddy.
I'll slash at him then. I'll try to duck under one of his chains and just do this wide from bottom left corner to top right corner slash across his chains and his chest and throat and all that stuff. All artfully and Renaissance-y and Spectacular.
Slice and dice.
Alrighty. Where's my actions? I got a natural 20, so 26. Holy
Fucking
shit.
hell yeah. Roll me some damage.
Okay. What do I roll for
Yeah,
that?
baby!
So, it'll do it. It'll do it for me.
Double
It
dice,
should.
double dice.
It'll do
2d8.
it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's only about 12 damage, but
Yeah,
still.
that's pretty
Not
good.
bad.
Double digits. Double digits.
Yeah, so I scream out in rage, long live the reckless and the brave. I dodge under his flailing chains, and I just do this large horizontal slash or vertical slash. This just goes straight up from the left side of his body all the way to the top right corner.
Hell yeah, brother.
And after the blood slashes, a sparkle in my eye kind of sparks forth, and with my rage, I will then use my movement with mobile to pass through him to the other side, and be on his other side.
Mhm.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay.
Kind of walking through with the slash. So I slash and then sidestep under more stuff, kind of twirling around him, and then end up on the other side with my shield up and my sword pointed at him, just in a rage. And as a bonus action, I will use my life-giving stuff.
Your second wind.
Second wind. Yeah, I'll use my second wind, and this kind of like aura will manifest for a second, and you'll see it as like a glimmer. And my eye that's closed, there'll be like this kind of like spark around my scar for a second of like almost like electricity, and then my body will slowly, I will kind of like stand straighter and more refined as my body heals,
All right, roll me a 1d10.
and I breathe more calmly. 1d10. Oopsies.
Damn play.
I hope that's not 1. Okay,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
just
That's
it's a
1.
1.
So you heal
All
for
right,
2,
well,
plus-
2 HP.
All right, I feel a little better. That's stupid. Why does lay on hands give you a multiple? Anyway, I feel a bit better.
Because I can spend it however I want.
Yeah.
Or not lay on hands. Second wind.
I don't
Mhm.
know.
1d10 plus 1. Wow, that's trash. Anyway, yep, I'm just
Okay.
there.
I mean, it gets better with
Turn's
level.
over.
All right.
It does.
Isaac, it is now your turn. You must take at least one beneficial action. One action that benefits Conquest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, Isaac sort of straightens up, and he'll just think to himself, he's right. They are keeping me here. He will he's gonna walk behind Valdis.
Okay.
He's gonna walk behind Valdis. I'm gonna put my hand on my hilt of my sword, and I'm gonna draw it and slash at Valdis.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully I miss. I don't wanna hurt you.
Okay.
Ah shit. That's a 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll like super low damage.
Time for max damage. Let's go,
Yeah,
baby.
holy shit, that is a 20. Oh my goodness, dude.
Not dirty
Fenrir-
20 specifically.
He's like, yeah, it's
Oh,
30
yeah.
20. He's like walking slowly, and then he draws his sword, Fenrir style, first form, piercing fang, and he'll stab you in the back. 9 damage.
Yeah.
Valis is down again. Oh boy, it looks like if Valis
Oh,
is
no.
with Isaac after this, am I supposed to talk? I mean, running him through a tree.
Hey, there's good news. You're not frightened anymore.
That is good. As Isaac, I guess, slashes or stabs Validus, by this whole time, he's remained. He has had like an unbroken gaze at Conquest face specifically. Validus, his stance as Isaac approaches, it breaks down even more. Validus's eyes, they're like a mile wide, and he, as he, stab happens, he begins to, like, his body begins to fall down again. He continues to, like, look up at Conquest. He sees this towering greenish tusked monster, and he says, like, almost like whimpering, "Father, don't hurt me again." Before he just flops down.
I pull my sword out.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Yeah. I'll say, wait, no, I only need to do one action to help Conquest, right?
Only one beneficial action. It's correct.
Alright, cool. Yeah, no, I'll sort of just stand there staring at Valorous.
Okay. Roll me.
That's my turn.
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, unless for some reason you want to be under his control.
No, I'm rolling.
I know. I
Rolling.
was joking. I'm sorry.
Not really wise, guys. Not really wise. Not really.
The chain tightens. In fact, I dare say it's a little snug, a little cozy. The chain's wonderful, guys. I think you should all embrace the chain.
Valis is gonna be the fucking character who, like, whenever the new a BBEG shows up, mops the floor with Valis just to show how much of a threat they are.
And
Yeah,
then
the chain tightens a little bit, and then Isaac sort of just looks up, tosses his sword to his other hand, and then just turns to Everly.
Oh,
and then Conquest pulls out a gun.
oh God!
All right. With that being said, I
I think I actually, yeah, I think I'm fucking him up. Oh, no.
Lori.
Don't worry, Isaac. If Valis knows, they are having a special talk. Don't worry.
Lori,
I
it is
got
now your turn.
manipulated. It's not my fault. Not my fault.
Can I make it right next to Validus here? This turn? Or is that not quite enough room to skirt around Conquest?
Wait, map out your.
Yeah, you can get there
literally
pretty
map out your,
pretty
your
easy.
route here.
Okay. Yeah, if it's diagonals, then I can. Okay. Yeah, Laura's gonna scoot her back around Conquest.
Oh no, no
And-
scooting.
They are
Sentinel.
going to lightly kick Validus's, like, shoulder with their foot and use their one use of healing hands as they do, just, like,
Get up.
kicking them
Healing
awake,
foot.
you know? Yeah.
Killing
Get off
for
the floor.
kick.
Validus, your eyes open. You're up again, if barely, with 1 hit point.
How much
One hit point.
How much does healing hands heal for? One hit point.
1 hit point.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Out of a pool or just one?
Just one
Just
at
one.
current
I
level.
get 1 hit point.
Ah,
Yeah.
So,
It's level
Yeah.
1, so it would be level. It would be 1.
oh man, Val's having a real bad day.
All right. Validus, I didn't hear no bell.
Validus did hear no bell dirge.
And good news, once again, when you get up, you are prone, but once again you are no longer frightened.
Validus, he stands up. His head snaps around to Isaac. I don't know if Isaac's all there, but assuming that Isaac is currently somewhat paying attention, there's a deep. Oh my God! Have you ever seen the face that someone makes when they're about to violently brutalize someone? Yeah, that's the face
Oh,
that
shit.
Validus is making towards Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac has his back to you.
Okay, good.
And there is
Okay, well,
there is a chain around his neck that seems to extend into the monster.
so I still have my bonus action.
Yes.
Telekinetic shove. I can push someone 5 feet away from me. Can I try and just push Isaac prone with that, or is that not how that works? Like, you know?
No, you can push them away. You can't push them prone.
Fair.
Trip him
Okay.
like he's at McDonald's. Do it.
That's what I was thinking.
He's looking away.
You know what?
Well,
I'm
yeah, just
gonna-
like, you know, like a domino. Press the back of his head a little bit, just tip him over.
You know. How beat up is Conquest looking?
He's pretty bad looking, but he's still laughing. But it's not your turn yet.
Right.
Still
Okay.
Lions.
Is there anything else you want to
Yeah,
do?
why not? I'm gonna try and attempt to shove Isaac, like here,
Okay.
just to get a little bit further away from me.
Is that contested?
What is it for me? Do I have to make like a spell DC check? What is
It's
it?
a strength saving throw of 13.
Okay.
I'd imagine.
If you resist, or you can just will yourself to be pushed.
Oh,
Actually, since we haven't rolled yet, can I actually push Everly farther away by 5 feet? As long as it's within 30 feet of me, I can push her 5 feet.
Does Everly
Get
consent
her
to?
just that bit.
She probably would because she is still terrified and frightened.
no, Isaac
get
sort of
her
just pointing
farther
his
away.
sword at Everly now. Isaac sort of just pointing his sword at Everly with like a very vacant expression on his face.
Alright, and that is the end of my turn.
All right, Validus, is now your turn.
Kane or Isaac? Sorry, Conquest or Isaac? Conquest, Isaac. Fuck!
Do I beat up the
Fuck.
child or the abuser?
Wait, do I beat up the child or the person holding the only connection that Validus has left currently? Fuck me.
Do I beat up the child or the parent holding the leash?
Valdis, would you hear Arthas if he yells at you right now
Yeah,
to get
sure.
your head in the game? In battle, hesitation is death. Strike without mercy, without remorse, Validus.
Without remorse.
The parent with the leash. Because Validus doesn't hurt children. That's a natural one.
Yes.
All right.
Like,
Come
I'm not
on!
gonna do anything right now.
Fair.
Validus is getting bodied this fight.
You know what? You know what's funny is that Daisy also got beat the shit out of in the first fight I was there too.
Yeah. All my characters just get bodied during boss fights, but they kick ass everywhere else.
It's the first boss fight usually, and then they're strong the next one.
Yeah.
What do I do about this?
Natural one.
As you throw your fist into this creature's thigh, you feel your hand sink into the creature's flesh, and you can't get it back out. You are currently grappled by Conquest.
Oh no.
I have a thing for that. Hold on.
You have a thing? You have a thing for being grappled?
I'm fighting style. I can deal damage when someone grapples me. Fuck. Okay. Cool. Okay. So at the start of my next turn. Cool. Okay.
Is it your turn or their turn?
At the start of each of your turns, you can deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage to one creature. Oh, never mind. Not them grappling me, but when they're grappled by me. Never mind. My apologies.
No worries. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, not much I can do. I mean,
Yeah, I would
just
say
fighting via
that,
grapple. Just fighting via grapple count as something. Or is that a no-no right now?
I believe that's
Any
an
action to see if it actually uses an attack.
that's gonna be an action.
Fair enough.
I would say that you have a D6 for Bardic Inspiration still, but that's not going to help you.
No, it'll help me for the athletics check though next turn.
Mm-hmm.
No, fair, yeah.
That's all I can do on my turn, but I will say that Validus is looking increasingly panicked something that no one has ever seen him before. He is looking actually. He's lost almost.
Okay. He at the end of your turn, Conquest is going to use his legendary action to make another ferocious chain whip attack. I'm going to roll a d4 to determine who I attack.
Validus,
Is it Validus? Why'd you laugh? Why'd you laugh? Is it Validus? Is it
All right.
Validus?
All right, Valis, I have bad news.
He has 1 HP. Why are you even rolling?
Uh,
Hey, I just like seeing Validus.
all right. Does a 25 hit you, Lorian?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think that just barely hits, you know?
All right. I'll use the bubblegum dice. You know.
The bait. The bait. And
That is,
spit.
Lorian, that's 10 bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Okay.
Are you
Okay.
still up?
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, let's go!
Okay. All right.
As
Are you at 5 HP like everybody else?
No, 2 HP.
Doesn't
Oh,
Morgan
okay.
have like maxed con or something? They got crazy high con.
18, yeah.
Yeah. Their con is really high. Yeah.
Validus, as Conquest has you in its grips, it laughs down to you. You fool. Watch now as your friends suffer. And it'll reach back its hand as if to backhand you, Validus, lash out, and strikes Lorian across the face with the whip, with the chain whip.
When he pulls his hand back, Validus actually flinches.
Mm.
And then he sees Lori gets slapped. And there is desperation on his face. And I think, wait a second, I can teleport!
You forgot that just now, buddy?
It's a
You
skill
just remember-
Validus doesn't like to use. I'm gonna just teleport. I'm
Well,
gonna
you-
just grapple.
Well, you can't do that.
Well,
It's
yeah,
too late
but,
now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, not.
Yeah.
Not it's your turn. Yeah.
On
Yeah,
your
yeah, it's
on
not
your
my
turn,
turn.
do it.
Yes. I thought it was my turn. Fuck, I'm dumb.
No,
My
no.
bad. But
No.
No, it was
No. It's,
guys,
Everly. It's now your turn.
Okay. Still shaking from being frightened and slightly moved away. She's gonna try and steal up as much courage as she can, and she is going to hurl a firebolt at the creature.
All right, that will be with disadvantage to hit.
Alright.
Fried's a bitch. Oh
Yeah.
god. I love how the music's like just depressing now as we're getting our asses handed.
19?
nice.
Oh,
19 with this.
Yeah.
Damn,
19 with this.
that will absolutely hit.
Do I roll the damage with disadvantage or
No.
can it be normal?
That's normal.
Fuck it, I'm changing my dice.
It's a 9.
That's 9.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
And as she throws it, she's gonna be like, "Stop hurting my friends."
As Conquest is laughing down at Validus, suddenly a bolt of fire lashes out and begins to burn the creature's face, causing more and more cracks to form as the chains around its neck begin to drip in molten metal. You little... My voice hurts. Anyway, does that end your turn,
Yes.
Everly?
Yes, it does.
All right. It's now Conquest's turn. So many options, so little time. All right, so I need to refresh the legendary action. You know what? I think I need another D4. See who big guy smacks.
Today's going down officially as the third worst day Validus has had.
All right. Let's see. Let me. Will that? Arthas, does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, my AC is only 16 because I'm wearing shit armor.
Red.
He'll- the Conquest will now reach out the other hand and swing behind him, dealing 7 bludgeoning damage to you, Arthas.
That's the exact amount of health I have. I'm down.
Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude. Fucking my healing betrayed me.
Yeah, your healing.
Like,
betrayed
what's
you.
crazy is
Yeah.
my health pool is so small. If I rolled anything higher than a 5, it would have been perfectly fine, but I rolled a 1. But I'm down. I just collapsed.
Okay.
No, it's like that fucking scene in, like, animes and stuff. It's like, and I just fucking fall, like, wasted, you know? It's like,
Dramatically.
Wasted.
yeah.
As Arthas, you get smacked across the chest. You slump to the ground or rather, you fall backwards, landing on your back and just staring up the ceiling. You can see behind you, behind the creature, the princess, the silhouette of the princess, still hanging in the air, reaching out towards you. As Conquest will look back and laugh. Pride if do come before the fall, young one. Fear not. It only hurt for the first couple centuries.
With my last breath before passing out, I look at him and I just shakily say, "Bastard," and I just.
And that will end his turn. Making it your turn now, Arthas. Can you roll me I need you to make me a death saving throw, please.
Yeah, sure, dude. I don't remember how to do that in
It's
the.
just a
You
D20.
just roll a d20.
Okay,
You just roll a
right.
D20.
Why? I can't. I can't roll. My dice thing is not popping up on D&D Beyond. Hold on, I gotta reload the page.
Refresh.
Yeah.
Refresh, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Nope, that's a fail.
All right.
Oh, no.
Put one failure on your sheet. All right. Isaac, it's now your turn.
It's my turn.
You must now make one beneficial action in favor of Conquest.
Okay, give me a second. Damn, alright. Sure. Damn, alright. Where's Emily?
They are down here. They are 25 feet from you.
Opportunity attack.
I'll,
Fuck you.
I'll walk over to Emily.
I'm taking that fucking opportunity attack.
All right. Go ahead. Also, Chase, it's. I know you don't mean it against Homie, but it's Conquest doing it, not Homie.
When I target the chain around its neck, just reach out, yank, rip it off.
You want to target the chain?
Start blocking. Yes.
Yeah. You don't need to roll damage.
Just any damage.
It has 1 HP.
Oh.
Homie.
As Isaac, sorry, go on.
No, actually, you go ahead.
Mm.
As Isaac starts to like walk almost like like a robot towards Everly, I assume, same way he did it to Valdis. Valdis, his one hand stuck in Conquest. You hear a snap as he dislocates his shoulder to get just that little extra space to reach out, grab the back of grab the back of the chain around Isaac's neck, and there's just a sharp tug as he removes it.
As you yank the chain apart, it crumbles to sand. And Isaac, you are free. And you have the rest of your turn.
Isaac sort of like winces for a second. and then he'll like look up at Ivoli and then be like, "What?" And then he'll turn around to Conquest and be like, "And that was not very nice, asshole. It was not really nice." And I will, yeah, fuck it. I mean, since my sword is already unsheathed, I guess I'll run up and stab it. All right. Yeah. Eat this. Hiya. Does a 15 hit?
Sorry, so you run up to say here or
Oh yeah, closer towards Arthur's. Yeah.
here or one down?
Yep. That'll do.
Okay.
No, that'll do.
And a
15.
15 will not hit.
Fair.
As
And
you
then,
run up, you're
I'll
so
just,
confident, and then just ting. Your blade gets caught in the
Wow,
chains.
you are incredibly resilient. Oh my god.
And you are not, little one.
I do happen to feel like a pancake sometimes. And he will use his bonus action to be like, he'll shout from across the way, "Hey, my sword did nothing. You think your dagger can, or your rapier can do more?" And I'll give Lorian a bardic inspiration
Hey,
as
alright.
well.
Does that end your turn, Isaac?
Yes, it does.
All right. Conquest is going to use their legendary action,
Son of a bitch.
and they're going to target you.
Of course they are. Because why not? Because why not?
Isaac, does a 13 hit you?
Exactly hits me.
All right. Okay, hold on.
Bodied.
Our DM's on fire tonight. These rolls are fucking.
Oh my god! It only took my most unfair creation ever to defeat you guys. Homie, sorry, Isaac. That is 6 damage.
I'm down.
Okay. And much like Validus was beforehand, Isaac is left in a crater.
Yeah, Isaac. Isaac is just like he looks up as the chain goes up, and then he's like, "Oh," and then just gets crushed.
Oh.
And he's just in the crater like Yamcha dead pros.
Yeah. Oh no, he yamshed you. Holy crap.
Yamcha me.
Damn.
It's over. Yeah, I'm down.
Get you a man that can Yamcha you. All right, Lorian, it's your turn, and it looks like it's up to you guys.
Alright.
I gave you a bardic.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit it really hard.
Hell
Sneak
yeah,
attack here, since I am within 5 feet of you.
you
Whoop
are.
its ass. Whoop its ass. Whoop its ass. Whoop its
Alright.
ass.
19 to hit.
19 will absolutely hit.
Alright.
Whoop its ass.
9 damage. 12 with sneak attack.
12 with sneak attack.
Yeah.
Lorian, you look to Validus. You kind of exchange like a nod, like a knowing nod. Validus will kind of lean down, giving you a platform to jump onto his back, jump up, and stab Conquest in the face. And he... he is not looking very well.
That is the end of my turn.
All right. Validus, it's your turn. You are grappled.
I am grappled. I wish to no longer be grappled. I'm going to
Understandable.
bonus action teleport.
Absolutely. Where are you teleporting to?
diagonal to Lore would be here, right? I can still hit Conquest from this distance. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, but that would not be diagonal. This would be
Fuck.
diagonal to here. If you want to flank with Lorian, you need to be here.
Where?
Here.
Okay, I can do that. I will teleport. Where? Here or here? Here.
One to the right.
Yeah. Okay. There's a like as Conquest wheels from the face stab, Validus just almost like evaporates into several streams of shadows that move and slither around Conquest before reappearing across from Lore. He's giving it all he's fucking got.
Do it.
This guy's gotta go right fucking now. 6. Oh shit, never mind. 18.
18 will hit.
This guy's gotta go. 9 damage.
Validus, how do you want to kill Conquest?
Let's fucking go!
Yay. Wait,
Validus,
you're unconscious, bro. Let's go. Yeah.
sorry. He teleports. He teleports behind Conquest, and he delivers a strike, he almost swerves around Conquest as he hits to punch the side of his knee, and absolutely, I cannot describe this, shatter his knee, dropping Conquest, and then as he he will knee shattered. He grabs his arm or his fingers, hands. He pulls him down. He pulls Conquest down to where they're at head level. Validus just stares at Conquest. There is fury behind his eyes. I will not lose another one. He firmly grasps Conquest's tusk, and he proceeds to bash his own head against his head. He's headbutting Conquest until he punches through his skull with his own face.
Mm-hmm. With each
Christ.
skull bash, more and more and more cracks appear on Conquest's face, until eventually the chains in your hands that are allowing you to hold on to Conquest crumble in your hands, and Conquest falls to the ground. You can end the stream there.
You can be a share screen for the.
You can stop.
Not the live stream.
No, you can stop screen sharing. Sorry.
Wait, no, guys, don't go. No, don't leave. Wait, no, stream's not over yet.
I'm out of here. Bye. No.
Validus,
Fair enough.
Looks at his hands. He looks at his hands. His vision kind of goes in and out of blurring. His hands are trembling, not with fear, but just pain. He looks to Lauren Everly and meekly points to the princess. Get the girl. I'll be behind you.
Oh, we're not quite
Laura's
done
actually gonna
just
run
yet.
over. Oh.
As Conquest lays upon the ground, he looks up to the ceiling, and he once again laughs, as more and more cracks appear on his face, until eventually a shard of his face falls, revealing that his face was no more than a mask. And beneath the mask, you swear you see flesh. Not rotten like the rest of his body, but the flesh of an actual person. Fools. She's your problem now. And you all watch as the mask completely crumbles off their face. And you see Everly's face behind the mask.
What?
And as Conquest laughs his life away, he begins to turn into a thick, dark, and very familiar smoke as the silhouette of the princess slowly drifts down back into the throne. As the monster begins to burst into smoke, the smoke itself travels and begins to surround the silhouette of the princess.
Oh, he left the roll 20. Where'd he go?
Me?
Oh. Yeah, sorry, you just didn't speak for a few seconds.
Well, yeah.
Internet issue.
No, sorry. I thought you guys. The smoke is
Oh.
beginning to surround the silhouette of the princess. I didn't know if there was anything
Yeah.
you guys wanted to do now. As
Oh,
that's
yeah,
Oh, I'm
happening.
dead.
Validus like hobbles. He's not running. He's not running or walking. He is hobbling towards the princess. Like wave away the fucking smoke. You know, like in the same style, like that you wave away, like smoke from like a burnt chicken in the oven.
The more you,
Oh,
no matter what you try to do, you cannot wave this smoke away. In fact, it almost seems to more intensely try to surround the princess. The more you wave it away.
Stay away!
Lorian.
Laura's gonna go try and stabilize the two downed party members as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Out of combat, that's not a difficult task.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got some water or something, you can just splash it on my face. I'll be up.
Yeah.
Everly, you are no longer frightened.
Okay.
Is there any as Isaac and Arthas you awake in very, very poor condition. You look to the
At 1
throne.
HP.
You look to the throne where you see Validus trying to wave away the smoke, desperate to get it away from the princess.
I immediately sheath my sword, and I slowly get up. Ow, ow, everything smarts. Ah.
Yeah, I'll shakily get to my feet as well. My head. How long have I been out? And where's the creature? And what's up with the... Oh my. Valdis, what are you doing, you idiot?
It's surrounding her! Get up here now!
What an idiot, a fool.
I'm
It's too
going.
dangerous.
As the smoke...
Uh,
Actually, Validus, I need you to make me an athletics check.
I pull out my flute.
No problem. 17.
You feel the smoke actually try and push you away. But it can't. It just can't. But no matter what you try to do, the smoke will not stop swirling around the princess.
Anastasia, are you there? Grab my head. He's gonna try and reach into the butt of the smoke, pull her out.
Your hand goes through the smoke. But you do watch as... I don't know how else to describe it, but it almost seems as though the smoke is absorbing into the silhouette. The smoke keeps absorbing until eventually. Do you keep trying to put your hand into the smoke?
I don't know. Is the silhouette react? Is the silhouette doing anything?
I, it seems to be trying to do something, but I mean,
Your hands.
your hand going
Your hand's
into it.
kind of in the way.
Get your hands out of the smoke, fellas.
No, get your hands out of the princess.
Yeah.
Valis will eventually, like, he'll stop because, like, while he's swinging, like, his arm will just snap and he has to, like, pull it back, like, I guess, reconstruct it. Which gives the smoke time to do whatever it's doing.
Mm-hmm. Does everybody approach the throne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stopped playing a melancholy song on my flute while walking up. Wow.
I kind of give Lore a nod after I see that they're the one that awakens me, like a nod of approval, and then yeah, I'll approach the throne with holding my fucking chest and shaking on my legs, barely able to stand.
Yeah. Short of Everly, you're all doing a little rough right now.
So honestly, sure, Everly was probably going to be the first one to go down.
I go, Shade, I owe you for this one. To
Well,
Lore.
If I'm ever injured that badly, pay it back.
I'll
I
walk
shall.
over to Evelyn and I'll say, I'm sorry I'm pointing my sword at you.
Everly will give him a little side
He
hug.
looks like he's really sad about it too.
She'll give him a little side hug. It's okay. I know it wasn't.
Isaac, Everly's not the one you should be worrying about. I saw who you stabbed.
Yeah.
He
Just wait until
smiles
Valdis
and
is
cracks his
snapped
head.
out.
Yeah, it's not me you need to be afraid of.
I start crying.
And as you
I
start
crying.
crying, Valdis, you watch as the smoke stops swirling. It rests, it hovers, and you all watch as the smoke begins to dissipate. No longer is there a silhouette sitting upon the throne. Instead, you see something beyond your wildest imaginations. Not the woman you knew, but instead, allow me to show it on stream as well. I have been so excited to present you Anastasia Celestia Norian.
That is beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Wow.
Holy shit.
I would like to extend a very special thank you and just congratulations, honestly, to xmeglex on Twitter, xmeglex. We have been plotting and scheming to make this piece of artwork. And
How
it
dare you
is.
do those scheming?
Yeah, well, you know what? Get used to it.
Surprisingly, already am.
For those not watching right now, sitting before you, made of stars and galaxies, like the night sky given humanoid form, a beautiful woman with glowing emerald eyes sits upon the throne. She has large horns that merge into the tiara on her head. It's somewhat difficult to tell where her body ends and her clothes begin, as if it were all merged together. All the while, she appears to be melting and bubbling, as if she's only barely holding herself together. In her arms, she clutches a large black longsword, which set into the pommel is a strange pitch black orb. Oddest of all, she has no mouth. Yet, from the way she's looking at the party, with very tired eyes, she almost seems to be smiling at them. This entity, could it really be?
Validus probably stayed like right in front of her. He looks, he blinks a few times. He doesn't know what to say. He drops to his knees. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I would have come sooner. To her. He just cries. There are tears coming out of his eyes. Are you a ghost? Are you dead? Are you her? Are you... He tries to stand back up, but he doesn't either have the emotional or physical strength to. It's insanely hard to tell.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Anastasia. I failed.
What is everybody else doing? How does everybody else react to this sight?
Arthas is just standing there in shock, disbelief, like just looking at this, like, what is this entity? And then he snaps himself out and also joins Validus on one knee and puts a hand over his heart and goes, "Your Grace, is it truly you? This form, I don't understand."
The entity, the princess, whatever you want to call it, kind of looks around at you all, then looks to you, Validus. You'll watch as she uses the sword to very shakily pull herself up. But the second she takes a single step, she collapses onto the ground before you.
He somehow, probably sheer grit, pulls himself off of his knees. Still a few tears running down his face, and he will gently scoop up Anastasia.
The second you get within like a foot of her, she will instantly like leap up and like pull you into the tightest hug you've ever received.
He absolutely returns that hug. Like there's a moment of like physical hesitation before he embraces the hug.
Mm-hmm.
Validus will look up at this exchange and just
Arthas.
smile. Or Arthas, sorry. Yeah, Arthas will just look up at this exchange and just kind of genuinely smile and close his eyes and shake his head and breathe his first sigh of relief since the start of this battle. And then he'll rise and sheathe his sword and put his weapons away.
I really would run at the side of that, and she'd hug them both.
Laura would run up and join the hug.
Isaac will also run up and join the hug. Are we hugging? Hi, princess.
Yeah,
Arthas will now scratch the back of his neck, kind of looking awkward, and slowly walk up and be the last one to join the hug.
yeah.
Opposite to a Validus, I assume.
Yes, opposite of Validus.
To those of you, to everybody except for Validus, before you joined the hug, you all had watched as she collapsed, the black blade kind of clattered to the floor away from her. And as soon as she begins to hug Validus, though she makes no noise, you watch as the biggest, fattest tears you've ever seen in your life begin to roll down her cheeks. And Arthas, just before you join the hug, opposite Validus, of course, you actually watch as that black blade seems to pop out of existence and appear upon the princess's back in a scabbard. Upon her back, I should say.
Don't cry, because if you cry, I'm gonna cry. And I got it. I can't take it. Just Isaac just starts crying as well.
That was Everly.
Being a little bit more level-headed than the rest of the group, when I watched that sword appear just before my hug, can I take a closer look at it? Just in skepticism? Just to see, like, I don't have any magical properties or anything, but I don't know.
Roll me
It's
a
just a black sword that looks like from the picture.
yeah. Is exactly as it appears in the picture with the orb in the pommel. Roll me an investigation check if you'd like.
Alrighty. It was on 20, dude. It was on 20. And it just slowly rolled over a 4. I don't know what the hell that is.
It is a
Cool blade. Wow. Nice.
It is one of the nicest blades. You've never seen a more well polished blade. Like, it's probably worth a fortune just from its sheer quality alone.
Yeah, I just think, well, damn. And then I just hug her.
You say like that for a good minute. It is the best hug any of you have ever experienced. Well, one of them, at least. As you, what's the word? As you just allow the moment to linger, it's almost as if for a moment, all the evil that's crept into this castle just disappears, even if just for a moment. Eventually, the princess will kind of pull away from you, Validus, only to immediately turn and hug Everly as tight as she can.
Everly returns it just as tight.
Alright, Validus, it's his time to be overly emotional, and by that I mean crying, is over. He wipes the last of his tears away. Tries to put on a brave face.
Everly is still crying.
What do we do now?
Get out of here? The danger hasn't passed.
Okay.
At least as far as we know.
Pulling slightly away, Everly just grabs her by the cheeks and pulls her head up to look at her.
It is
Can you come with us?
it is so weird as your hands touch her cheeks. It doesn't feel like normal skin. It almost feels like if you really pushed, your hands would sink into her face. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Everly would be very gentle.
Mm-hmm.
And still asks, "Can you come with us?"
The princess will nod.
Everly will smile.
Can she not speak?
Doesn't look like she has a mouth to speak with.
I can't believe this guy. Like, does he have eyes or what?
Are you really the princess?
She
Isaac
looks.
will sort of just be like up by her face.
The princess will nod at you, Isaac. Although her eyes are kind of like very like half open. She seems a little loopy.
Now, princess.
I'll carry her out. That way, you guys are in much better condition than me. If there's
We're
any
in the same
monsters,
condition. We all need a rest.
We all look like
You
shit.
took the brunt of it. You became a pancake. I'm sure Isaac also became a pancake. I became a pancake.
Yeah,
Let's take
but
a second.
I look like a good pancake. I snap my fingers, prejudicitation.
I just grabbed the bridge of my nose and just sighed.
Yay.
I'm like, ugh.
It's
Now
about
I
this.
don't look like shit.
It's about this time that some of you hear a strange noise, or at least a noise you're not quite used to yet. You hear the rattling of bones as baby back ribs walks up to the princess.
Oh.
And as the princess looks down, it looks up at her. She looks back at it. And then the princess faints.
Can Validus like catch her before she hits
Yeah,
the ground?
absolutely.
So whatever everyone was trying to do.
But it's just like the classic, her eyes roll back in her head, and she just like falls.
It is a skeleton. I mean, what do you expect?
And
Fair
as...
enough.
Sorry.
Let's just stay here for just a bit longer.
I conjure my mage paw.
Is there like fighting noises coming from outside the throne room door?
It is...
Oh
By
yeah.
any chance?
It's weird. It is simultaneously creepy, but also serene in how quiet it is.
Maybe I'll just take a quick
Okay.
peek outside.
Well, I'm going to say, real quick, before we continue on, before you leave the throne room, we are going to take our break here, but before that, I would like to congratulate the party in achieving level 2.
Hey, let's go, people!
Hey.
The only level
Alright.
in D&D that doesn't take about an hour to decide on the choices you need to make.
Yep.
Unless
So
you're a
That's
basically
wizard.
just gives you
Oh.
two things.
Unless you're a
So,
wizard.
we have the break. But,
Oh,
you know,
true! I
the-
forgot! Everly, have fun!
Oh yeah, Emily has so much stuff to look
I
at now.
know!
You do get
Wizards
2
are probably
additional
the only one that
spells. We'll just pretend they were always there in your spellbook.
When
Hell
we
yeah.
roll for health, do we re-roll ones?
Yes, reroll ones.
Oh, this is where she gets her arcane tradition.
Yeah, nice. Good stuff. I'm so happy for you. I'm so
Once
happy.
again, thank you so much to XMeglex. Thank you so much for just everything, really. And thank you for
Fine.
waiting so long to hide this art with me. Heal for that additional whatever. Never mind. We'll worry about things later. For now, we will be back at we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So enjoy your break. We'll see you soon.
Fuck, that was a good fight. I thought I didn't think that we'd pull through all the way. Oh god.
I rolled a
that's the
2 on my HP.
Rested
It-
pepperoni.
I think it just
Oh.
does
I
it
rolled a
automatically
9.
for me, right? Like, I don't know how to... My
No,
thing's
so
set to...
No, if you have
So
it
you
on
roll a
fixed, you
dice?
have to roll it. Yeah.
It's set to manual roll, but it does it...
no, it just adds in your con modifier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get your
because you-
constitution at. I rolled a
Oh.
6. Hell yeah.
If you click the builder and then you go to the class section,
Manage
at the
HP.
top right, yeah, you can add in how many rolled HP dice you have.
Oh,
I get
hell
spells and
yeah.
smites! I get smites! Yes!
What? Level 2, I got Jack of all trades, guys. Ah, yes.
I'm so excited. We've saved her.
So I roll a
I did.
D10 for mine? Oh
Not
my
really.
goodness.
Yeah, yours is a D10 because you're a fighter, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a D8 and I rolled a 6, so that's nice.
I rolled a
forget, can-
fucking 2
I forget,
again.
Can Paladin swap out their
Damn.
spells on a long rest? I forget.
This is ridiculous. I
I
hate
got a
D10.
spell slot, guys! I got a spell slot. Let's go.
Yay!
Hell yeah. Level 1, extra spell. Let's go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this spell. Ah, the boy's gonna cop cure wounds real quick.
Easy fighters. I don't get anything except action surge.
Hey, Action Surge is like the best fighter thing. What are you
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
no, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. I just love
Oh,
how
okay.
simple it is. I don't have to fucking sit here and think. Like for a cleric, I gotta be like, all right, do I want to change my spells? Do I want to fucking play this guy differently?
Right.
Am I going for
Sure.
control? Like what spells am I getting? Like
Oh, look at that. All of my stuff has like half proficiency bonus. Oh, finally. Got that jack of all trades. So are we short resting in this place or are we going
No.
out? Because that's what I want to do.
You're not gonna have time for a short rest.
Damn. Alright.
no time like the present.
Good fight, you guys.
Yep, it was good for me. I'm gonna have to run and hide because I stabbed Velas in the back.
Yes, you did.
I apologize. I apologize. Don't kill me.
I don't know if you can apologize enough for this one.
Listen, I was controlled. It is not my fault. It's not my
That's a cool mechanic though, Riley. That like the chains, like if you break them, we can free them. Too bad we didn't realize that right away. I'm glad.
Nobody checked until
I'm glad-
nobody checked
glad
until
Validus
after
did.
nobody checked until after I stabbed one.
I really think that was the clutchest move, Valdis, which is why I feel like you were the MVP for sure. Because holy crap, I don't think that fight
How
would
do
have
I
gone
sound?
way differently.
How do I sound? Do I sound passable or no? Do I sound like shit?
You sound fine. Sounds
Why
like
do
you
you're
sound a
you're in
little
another
slightly
room?
muffled, but it's fine.
What happened?
Why do you sound like you're in another room for me?
Well, because half my family's playing Fortnite in the same space where I'm fucking playing D&D, so I'm kind of finding a no spot. So I'm on my phone. If it sounds like shit, I'll go back to where I was, but there might be some background noise on occasion.
Okay.
You should be fine.
I'll just bump you up and you should be fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
Keep it as it is. I've told them to be quiet, and hopefully they'll respect that. So I'll be back in a quick second.
Absolutely.
Mhm. How's everybody's HP doing? We all doing really bad.
Because of that level up, I'm a little higher, but
Okay.
we're doing pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty bad. Still doing better though. Wow.
Oh, that was a good fight. That was a fight.
Absolutely.
That was a good fight.
Definitely scary. That was a hard ass fight.
I can't wait to fight Conquest 2 Electric Boogaloo 40 sessions from now.
That was crazy that I had Emily's face.
Yeah, that freaked me out.
I was expecting the
Yeah.
princess's face.
I was expecting potentially Derringer. But
Yeah, I was thinking Derringer too.
Oh, it might have been Derringer. Ooh.
yeah, I thought it was gonna be Derringer, but Derringer is probably the Reaper.
I thought it was the king.
What? No,
dude.
the king
We're
would have.
gonna get
The
the
king would have
company
fucked
back.
us up. The king would have fucked us up. No, there's
Like
no
a
way.
manifestation of the princess's view of the king in some fucked up reality bending warp shit.
We did it, guys. We saved the princess. Except now she's a celestial blob who has no mouth.
She is a little creature.
Oh.
That is true.
I love
Yes.
her.
And she appears to still have massive anxiety as she saw baby back ribs and fainted on the spot. That's
Yep,
just-
typical princess.
Typical princess
Typical
behavior.
princess. Oh.
Average
Still a
princess
coward.
behavior.
Check. Still a coward. Check.
The fucking hold on. Ah I oh I keep making Validus cry and eventually have to reveal his backstory.
Nah.
I will say, you all feel very. How do I say this?
Tired.
Well, that too.
Tired. Okay.
But it's just like there's just this nice feeling about having the princess around. You just can't explain. Maybe it's just the calm after the battle.
Yeah. And now that I'm calmed, I realize that I gotta get out of this castle. I gotta get out of this
Isaac just opens his eyes and sees Validus 2 inches from him.
Validus feels calm because of blood loss. That's the
castle.
majority of it. He's a bit loopy himself. Blood loss.
If I heal you, do you promise not to break my face? If I heal you.
Arthas rizzing up the fucking galaxy princess like, hey baby, are you a star?
Are you a star? Cause damn, you're bright.
Are you a star?
He
Because
just has,
you
like,
are
no
hard
fucking-
to
he
look
just has
at.
No game.
You
He
are
just has
hard
no
to look at.
at all. He has like no game. It's like. Oh, fuck.
I am back.
Hi.
Hello.
Perfect
Talking
timing.
about, like Arthas's terrible pickup lines for the galaxy princess.
Good.
Are we all back and ready to get going?
I'm
Ready.
ready.
Kirby.
I think so.
Yes, sir.
Is that what I think it is? It is not. I think I closed that before I was meant to. Okay. Let me just boop.
Boop, got your nose.
Ha! Got your mental illness.
Auto insurance all seems the same until
Right?
I don't want it.
Ha!
I
You
don't
can
want it.
keep
You can
it.
have it.
I'm free.
No, it's just Isaac like doing the "ha, got your nose," and the princess doesn't have a nose. Oh my god! I took her nose.
All right.
He has a nose a little bit. You can see
Yeah,
it.
it's like I
You
do the
know,
motion of her face to
I have
take
to
it,
ask
and
the
it's just
question: how does
flat,
she
and then it
eat
pumps
or
back
drink?
up.
That is a great
How do we
question.
know?
Need to.
Like,
Anyway, so I know everybody else is. So Validus, you're carrying the princess.
Of course, he's not letting anyone except for maybe Everly. Very close.
All right. Are you all heading towards the throne room door, or is there anything else you wanted to do?
Is there anything in the throne room worth taking, or is it just completely empty?
yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is it just empty space now, or
It's pretty much just empty space
it
at this point.
around? Hmm.
I mean, there might be some secret you could try to find, but maybe now is not the best time.
Probably not. Probably not.
So, you all make your way out of the throne room.
We're just gonna
Yeah.
hold an attack for if there's anything mean on the other side.
Okay, fair enough.
I have to retune my loot because I got squished.
Okay.
Actually, can I do one thing?
Yes.
When there are when no one when Validus is like picking up the princess, if no one's looking, he's gonna just slip her journal like into her pocket or somewhere where when she wakes up, it's going to be there, and then she's gonna know that it's there.
Okay, hold on. I need to add a. Let me add that to her inventory.
I'll remove it from mine. Princess's journal. It's there. Gone.
And God damn it. All right. As you make your way towards the entrance of the throne room, it is eerily quiet on the other side. Just like it is right now.
Yeah, what the heck? That was crazy. It got so quiet.
Right?
I was like, oh, did I get
Henry!
kicked from the call? What the heck?
Henry, you around here?
You don't receive a call. It's from the other side of the door. Although I will say, as you look around, all of the chains are gone that once infested the throne room.
Okay, that's something. Are we at the door to the front room?
Yeah, you're just in front of it.
Hi. I'm in the quiet.
I knock on the door. I knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
You wait a second. There's a knock. There's a knock in response.
Surely that has to be him, right, guys? Surely.
Why don't you open the door and find out, Isaac?
All right. I pull the door.
It's the Grim Reaper. No, I'm kidding.
I turn
Oh,
around
no.
and
If
I
that was the
stab
case, I would love
stab
you know,
Arthas.
you know,
I turn
you know
around.
for a fact he probably would have fainted if that was the case.
Yeah, he would have just fainted.
Spooky horseman.
As
If I
you
opened the door and it was the Reaper, I would have passed out. I would have passed out.
Yep. I would expect him to pass out.
you open it, slowly close it. As you
I close it and then I open it again. I'm like, 1 second. Close it again.
Yeah.
as you
No,
open the
okay.
door, you find Henry Ragnar, the man in the purple suit, and Reverend Abel Kainsworth, the one who claims to have helped you over the past month, just outside the throne room. Both of them battered, their clothes torn, and they're both gasping desperately for breath.
Hey guys, we did it. We saved the princess.
They both turn to you with a smile. Henry fixing his hair, while the Reverend's like still on his knees, kind of muttering a prayer, thanking his gods for their guidance. You see
I
in
prestidigitation Henry to make him look nice and clean.
the second you do that, Henry kind of looks to you a little annoyed, messes himself up, and then goes back to fixing himself up on his own.
I do it again. I do it again.
Henry will look at
I
you.
really would be like, Isaac, leave the man alone.
Do you want to get choked?
Oh, I just thought he looked like shit, so I was helping him out.
Yeah, I know. Try myself. Yeah, you know what? The way you made me look is shit too. And he'll mess up his hair and get back to work proper.
We love Henry.
I do the spell, but only on his boots.
He doesn't seem to take notice. He actually seems to be like glancing down the different hallways, like as if watching for something.
So, how was the battle? You guys look like shit, just like us.
The Reverend will look up at the party and give a big smile. I say, you should have seen them. Like, it was like, whoop, or bam, kapow. Henry did a big old whopper on that big old skeleton man.
I
You-
walk out of the chambers. I'm like, positive reinforcement. I walk over to Abe. I walk over to Abe.
I think Henry might have.
Validus still. Go on.
I think Mr. Rachnera here may have actually managed to put the good old Grim Reaper down for good.
Hmm. Is the Grim Reaper's like corpse around here, or?
He doesn't appear to be, and Henry kind of doesn't affirm. He doesn't seem to acknowledge that statement.
Hmm.
Validus takes a step forward. He looks between Abel and Henry. I don't say this a lot, so hopefully it does mean something. But thank the both of you. I owe you two.
The Reverend will stand. You see in his hands two strange objects. One is a gold-gilded flintlock pistol, a rarity in these lands.
Hmm.
And the other is an even stranger object. It looks like a long sword wrapped up very tightly in this heavy cloth, to the point like not even a single inch of metal is visible. You don't remember him having either of these two. You can imagine the flintlock pistol being tucked in his coat, but you don't remember seeing him have this weapon before.
Where'd you get the sword?
Oh, this. It's how do I put it? It's a gift, I suppose. And don't worry none about it. It's a holy symbol, I suppose you could call it.
Okay. Just don't worry about it. Okay.
The Reverend will tuck the pistol into his jacket and then look to you, Validus. So, may I ask, what exactly is that in your arms?
Apparently, this is the princess. Same crown, same eyes, same anxious demeanor. This is her, or all that's left of her.
Is that right? Well, I suppose I'm not one to judge. I ain't exactly a looker myself. But I say, she is a bit... But before he can finish his sentence, you all begin to hear and feel something awful. The ground begins to shake beneath your feet.
Uh-oh.
All around you, the already decrepit castle begins to crack and crumble. Although that strange pitch black haze that had been hanging over
There you go.
the third floor is gone, as well as the chains. The castle is still in disrepair, and as the ground shakes and debris begins to fall, it becomes very clear you need to leave.
All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. We gotta get the fuck out of here. 'Cause-
Unfortunately, I can't just bust a hole. A bit tapped out. Henry, Abel, if you'd please get a move on.
Let's move
We
on.
can discuss this later.
We have a
We're
lot to
going
talk
for the
about.
stairs. Stairs are this way.
Everybody follow me, and Henry will begin making his way downstairs. Validus,
Follow.
stay
Well,
just
go.
stay right behind me.
He does it. He's trying to almost keep Anastasia close that way she doesn't feel like trying to dampen him running. You know.
Mm-hmm.
He wants her to you know, get a good night's sleep after presumably like a month of straight torture.
So, you guys begin running. I have a question for you. It's gonna sound a little strange. What's the marching order?
Validus is behind Henry.
I would
I'm
be
really behind
close.
Validus.
I would be close to front. I would be close to front as well,
Okay.
because I want to get out of here as quick as possible.
Well, we'll take either last or second to last, depending on what Arthas wants.
I was just gonna stay as close to you two as possible in case I had to make a quick athletics check to grab you and take you with me. So at the end with Lore. So probably if Lore's last, I'm right before them, and then Everly in front of me.
Okay, so it sounds like marching order is Henry, Isaac, Validus and the Princess, Everly, the Reverend, Arthas, and Lorien.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Okay.
All right.
Start
Start.
taking up the rear.
You start booking it.
Uh-huh.
Never before has anybody seen somebody fly so gracefully down those stairs as they saw with you, Isaac. In fact, Isaac, can you roll me a performance check?
I am a dancer, so yeah, sure. Performance, yeah.
Yes, please.
Let me do that. Don't fuck this up. I fucked it up. 12. 12.
All right, you as you're scrambling from the third floor to the second, you stumble over your own feet, begin to do almost begin to fall down the stairs, but you manage to pull off a manage to duck and roll and make it look almost as if you knew what you were doing.
Hell yeah, I'll do it on the next one too. I'll do it on the next one.
All right.
Wait, run into the next stairs.
You run from the second floor to the first. Isaac, of course, doing his now patented stair fall.
Hell yeah. E8.
Roll me
Natural one. Yes! Yes!
All right.
Yes, I was hoping to fuck up.
All right. Well, since it's a natural one, I'm unfortunately gonna have to make you take double damage.
Hell yeah.
All
It'd be
right.
so funny if I just went unconscious. It'd be so funny.
That's eight damage, 8 bludgeoning.
Down.
Isaac falls flat on his face.
Can I just like it's like I'm behind Isaac, so like as he falls, he knocks himself out, or a brick falls on him, or whatever. I run up behind him, I scoop up, and like stacking patties on a bird, I just throw them on top of Anastasia and carry them both.
I was gonna say, the Reverend would say, you shouldn't slow yourself down so much, Sir Validus. Let me take Isaac.
I can bench press 500 pounds easily. It's fine. They're both children anyway.
But can you walk it more than 5 miles an hour?
Yes.
Fine. And he'll stick close behind you, Validus, now.
Mama, I don't want any pancakes today. I'm full now.
Alright, hold on. Need to roll for this now. Arthas, high or low?
Yes. I'm gonna say hi.
Alright.
My third highest stat. I rolled a natural one. Oh,
As
so funny.
as you kind of like shake your head at the sight of Isaac just eating it, you kind of gain a bit behind Validus, a little, placing yourself firmly between Lorien and Everly. And as you finally make your way to the first floor, you can see just down the hall, the exit is right there. But as you're making your way towards the exit, it feels so close and yet so far. Like no matter how much you walk, you're not getting any closer. And then you hear from almost as if from far off, you begin to hear a strange voice calling out to you. And it says, "Draw the blade. Draw the blade." And as you hear it, your eyes are drawn to the black I love not being able to speak. It's so much fun. The black blade upon the princess's back.
Fucking.
I will. Yeah,
Arthas.
I will kind of look around to see if anyone else heard that. Do I notice anybody else reacting to that?
Arthas is looking at the blade.
No,
The
only Arthas heard that.
Oh, Arthas, my bad then.
So, as I notice no one else, I kind of listen for a sec. What? Are you? Who are you?
Draw the blade. Draw the blade. And the more you hear it, the more the voice gets louder and louder.
I'll draw it. I will say under my breath, as I notice that we're not getting any closer, does everyone else seem to notice that, or is it just me that's kind of experiencing this event unfold? Because I'll just kind of whisper under my breath, "Forgive me, Your Grace," and I'll grab the hilt of the sword and try to tear it from its sheath.
As far as you know, you're the only one who notices this. And as you draw the blade, it's weird. You don't really mean to, but something in you feels the need as you swiftly draw the blade from the scabbard. You swing back where you think at first Lorien is, until you swing back and the rest of the party hears and Lorien notices finally as your blade collides with the rusty scythe of the skeletal horseman who stands right behind you, that Arthas. As your blades clash, any who look back upon hearing the sound watch as Arthas almost seems to parry the scythe, driving it into the wall as sparks erupt, illuminating the Grim Reaper's face. For the first time, you see his full face. Beneath the hood, just past the shadows of the skull, you see faces. Dozens of horrible, screaming faces, twisted by pain and suffering.
Well, fuck, now I know
Oh boy.
where the souls of the dead went to.
That's not terrifying at all.
You know, for a second, I thought it was going to be Tesla, but then I remembered where Tesla is right now.
Are you saying that I get the chance to finish this dude?
If you want to try, you certainly can. But right now, its blade is stuck in the wall as it leans forward and hisses out. I have tolerated your. Fuck. Hold on.
Drink some water.
Was that you?
I'm dying, Scoob.
Hydrate,
I'm dying,
hydrate.
Scoob. I'm dying, Scoob.
Like I'm dying, Scoob. I have tolerated your presence here for long enough. It is advised that you run.
Yeah.
Down for running, yeah.
We
I-
fucking hauling it.
I'm gonna just stare into the many faces for a good time and kind of get lost in them for like a split second before I snap out of it, and I just give a smile, and I'll be like, I'll be looking forward to our duel, and then I'll just keep running.
Do not return! And as you all run, you see now the door. There are no longer any shades, or silhouettes rather, patrolling in front, muttering for their freedom. There's just you and the door. Do you all try to escape?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Henry
Getting out of here.
Henry hits the door first, but it does not budge. The Reverend hits the door next, and it does not budge. You all hit the door over and over again. And as you turn back, you see the Grim Reaper rushing forward towards you, scythe in hand, ready to strike. I need everybody to give me an athletics check.
Woohoo!
19.
3.
9.
10.
I don't give one. I'm unconscious.
All right.
Anastasia, wake up! Wake up, Anastasia!
All of you guys are like kicking the door, and then like Isaac on top of Valis, like unconscious, just like I don't hear no bell.
Joel thinks he's fighting Conquest.
You smash and pound until eventually you all back up and slam the door at once, bursting out into a burning, very welcomed sunlight. As you collapse on the front steps of the castle gate, you all look back as the Grim Reaper comes roaring towards you, and the front doors of the castle close just in time, leaving you once again out of the castle.
Well, is the sky still a funky color, and is the cage like around the whole castle area still a thing?
It was like maroon, right? The sky it was like maroon before.
Magenta, I thought it was, but either way,
Magenta, yeah.
it's a not normal sky color.
Is it back to normal skies?
Give me a moment.
We did it! We saved the city! Everything's destroyed!
We did it, everybody.
Sorry. Let me just...
It's got that sweet ass blade.
Oh yeah, Arthas, by the way, that blade is no longer in your hand. It is back on the princess's
Yeah, I
back.
figured. If it was still in my hand, I was just going to kneel on one knee and then present the blade and say, "Your Grace," and give it back. Forgive
You
me.
are, as you
But if it just teleports, it teleports.
as you arrive outside the castle. Where do I even start? You all look up and you find yourself in the outer courtyard, just outside the castle's main gate. And there is no one. It's just this kind of large stone plaza that leads out towards the main city. But as you look out to the city, much like the castle, it looks a bit less pristine than it once did. You look out and you see multiple buildings with their roofs partially collapsed. There's even a few smoke plumes erupting from various parts. You look up. The good news is The chain dome no longer binds you to this place. The bad news is, while the sun still shines, providing a natural and warm light, you still reside under a magenta sun, a magenta sky.
All right. Take it as you will. But whatever that was, gesturing back to the castle, didn't cause that, pointing his head up to the sky.
Father Abel, do you think you can help out Isaac? His pitiful state is giving me an aneurysm.
Oh yes.
I can help him out. Fine. I can take care of him.
You all look
We're
like
No, you've done enough for once, Validus. Save your strength.
I
I know you're trying to be the big man. You've done enough already in this fight.
I mean no offense, none at all, Sir Valdis, but I do agree with Sir Gladius here.
Arthas.
Sir Arthas here. You all look like you've been through hell and back, to say the least.
So do you.
Which is why I think we should, if you will let me, have a spell that might get us all back up on our feet before we go strutting around town, you know?
It will be your honor.
Indeed.
Such a dick. Such a dick.
Indeed. It will, of course. Of course. Let's see. And he will give a prayer and say, Great Erutan, Mother of Nature, bless us. Bless us with your bounty. Bless us with your holy light. Allow us to be a part of this cycle once more. And he will cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
Big boy spell.
Everybody gets 18 hit points back.
Full. Yes.
Damn, I'm
No.
full. I'm full. Yeah.
Isaac, you wake up
Not full.
and you feel great, actually. Well, I mean, you're a little tired, the same way you would be after
I
exercise.
do like a full stretch on like Valdis's shoulder, like
Yeah.
oh,
He lets,
dude.
him, he lets him do his stretch before just unceremoniously just dumping him on the ground.
Ow, my butt.
Arthas will take a second look at Father Abel and kind of approvingly kind of look at his body and say, under his breath, be like, I guess you were stronger than I thought. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Henry, who's already up and dusting himself off, will say, Got that right. Thanks, by the way. Saved my skin back there. And the
Thank
Reverend,
you for what? I saw you.
The Reverend will kind of smile and kind of scratch the back of his head and with like little rosy red cheeks, like, oh, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing at all. Just you were the main contributor to that fight, to be honest, in terms of dealing damage. I was just doing my best to keep us both alive.
Thanks, you.
Anyway, we should get going. See if the town's all right. I hope they have some actual food around there.
All
I kind
right.
of look to Isaac and I go, Isaac, if you wish, I can escort you to
I'm
your
already
home.
started to run.
Yeah,
already
I
started to
follow
run.
Isaac. I go, wait!
So I guess I gotta ask, is the party about to split?
We're out of the castle now. I have no obligation to be in this group. I'm running to my
Yeah,
house.
all I say is wait to Isaac and then take a few steps and stop and be like, well, there he goes. I was going to explain to him, if he took a second to look, that most of these buildings are pretty messed up.
Anyway,
And,
thank you, homie, for being a part of this campaign. Seeing as Isaac is running off, he will no longer be a part of the party.
He's gone. Rip.
I'm kidding. All right, Isaac, you are making a break for it.
I'll sort of like wave out when I'm sprinting down the path, like, I'll somehow find you later. See ya.
I'll be back.
Where are you taking us, Sir Abel, so I can shout to the foolish one where he might find us?
Uh, I,
Make it quick.
I ain't going. I'm sticking with you folk. I ain't. I can go back to South London, I suppose, but considering the state of things and considering what might have happened to King and Queen, I don't know if me going back is such a good idea right now.
Henry, you've been around and not locked in a dungeon for God knows how long. Where are we going? Where is there to go?
You watch as Henry kind of like puts a hand to his ear and kind of like listens. Huh. Well, there's a sound for sore ears. Nothing. I expected there to be a lot more fighting when we got out, but seems like that problem's been taken care of. He'll look to the
I
party.
suggest to the party.
Mhm.
Oh, no, you go.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to speak up and say, if what you're hinting at, I can understand. I don't think there's any survivors. Maybe we should meet up with Isaac. He might need us right now. I don't think he's going to be in the best of states.
I agree with that.
I know where his house is.
I don't know. Guys. I think they'll be fine. I mean, after all, they had that rat boy looking after them. They should be fine.
Rat Boy can't fight. He's just a really good speaker.
You could have
As much as I despise the fool, he is quite the clutch person when it comes to it. I hate to admit.
can't fight.
Plus,
Could have fooled me.
I never said he couldn't fight. It's just that he's a fool.
I said that only because first time we met, he thought I was a deranged criminal, mopped the floor with them, and then we never crossed paths again. Well, in that kind of fighting way.
I don't believe him to be as foolish as he blaze on, but if he wants to act the fool, then I shall call him one. Now, if you're with me, I say we meet up with him. I don't think the sight that he's going to witness is going to be favorable.
I agree in joining with them.
After that, on the way, we can see how the state of the city is and come up with plans
If you're gonna go
for
after,
departure.
if you're gonna go after the bar, that's fine. But I'm going to go meet up with Rat Boy. He said if things went okay, that I should meet him in the city square. If you find him,
Very well.
Bring Isaac there too.
I won't be long, Henry. And I reach out a hand like a warrior's grip to Henry, and I go, I might have insulted you back there before, but it probably means nothing to someone like you, but you have my respect.
Henry will reach out and take the hand. And as he shakes it, you all suddenly hear a commotion just out at the other end of the outer courtyard. It sounds like a lot of yelling, actually. Isaac.
Yep.
As you're pounding pavement and just burning rubber down out, making your way out of the outer courtyard, you kind of get out and you kind of look around. The street is just rubble, all, no matter which way you look.
That makes him really nervous. Okay. Right. Nobody around at all either.
Yeah, that's the good news. There's no bodies, and at least at first, there's
Okay.
nobody you see. Sorry, it's not just. It's not like. It's not just like rubble. Like
Okay.
you can barely notice.
I couldn't hear for like the 30 seconds. Sorry, what happened?
I was just describing the scenery to Isaac.
Okay.
the city isn't in such bad shape that like you can't even tell it's a city anymore. It's just like there's like debris everywhere from some
Okay.
kind of battle. Roll a perception
Okay.
check, Isaac, if you would.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. 15.
As you're kind of looking around, you suddenly hear somebody whispering. It can't be. It can't possibly be. Survivors?
Like Isaac sort of like looks around for a second. Hello?
You hear a bit of scrambling before suddenly you see a soldier in his helmet kind of pop out from behind a building. Sir, are you a royal knight?
I'm sorry?
Are you a royal knight, sir? Did you come out of the castle?
Yes.
You see him kind of like almost like begin to like lean away as if in shock before he turns. It's like, everyone, there's survivors. There's survivors in the castle. And then
Wait,
just
what?
from multiple buildings, you see different various like town's guard and like citizens in commoners clothing kind of peek out and just like rabbits hiding in the woods. You see people from all over the surrounding area pop out and look at you like, oh, survivors, survivors. Somebody actually came out.
Uh, Isaac is taken aback because it looked like a ghost town, and then everybody is out here. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Several people who look like guards begin approaching you. Come with us,
I'm
and
actually really busy.
they're gonna try and grab
busy.
you.
Son of a bitch! Are you fucking kidding me?
Is that
Make
what we hear?
yeah, you begin.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast a spell.
All right,
uh, I'm gonna cast silvery bobs on the guy that's trying to grab me.
all right,
And I'll give myself advantage.
all right. He's gonna roll athletics at disadvantage. Go ahead and roll me an athletics or acrobatics.
I'll roll acrobatics with advantage. Please don't grab me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Damn it. Son of a bitch. 11.
All right, you tied. So aggressor wins, and is at this point that the rest of the party hears the commotion as you're grabbed by two guards, and they like lift you up like end of a football game style. It's like survivors,
Wait.
and people
Wait,
begin
wait,
cheering like
What is
yeah.
Isaac's he's just like, no, the people that survived are up this way. No, don't lift me up. Stop it. Stop it.
Survivor, survivor. And at this point, the rest of the party hears this nonsense.
Do we see what's going on?
As you,
Isaac's sort of like
if you start approaching, yes.
like a minute. Yeah,
Arthas will
like
run
a
up
minute,
and just
and he's
shout.
sort of just like leaning sideways now while being carried. He's just
Arthas-
giving up. He's just giving
Arthas will run
on
up and just shout, "Unhand him, peasants! Drop the dwarf!"
Until the rest of you approach the commotion.
Isaac reaches out. Office, save me! Save me, Office!
I just kind of run in and just jump to the group, and I try to grip Isaac and rip him from the fucking onlookers. Unhand him!
Yeah.
Unhand him!
There's like several gasps before like, oh my god, more survivors, more survivors. Yeah, and they're gonna try.
they're gonna
They're gonna try and grab you too.
Oh, shit.
Roll me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Office,
Arthur.
save me! I give you a product.
I'm trying, you fool! 21.
You feel people try to grab you and lift you up too, but you're just like shoving them away. Like, get off me,
Like,
peasants.
unhand me, peasants, your dirty hands. Ugh, get off me.
Oh, he must. Oh, this one must be a noble.
This one's a
Crap.
noble.
Move. Give me back the boy. And I just like grab him and I just like rip him away.
Yeah.
And I put him down. I'm like, I put a hand in front of everybody and be like, what's all the commotion? Survivors, what are you talking about?
There's like a lot of chattering to the point you like. Does the rest of the party approach? By the way.
Yeah. This whole time,
Yeah.
I'm staring like blankly at it, like you know, like doing the weird like what the fuck kind of blinks. But you know, he approaches. He's still holding like the princess. She's still unconscious, right?
Yes.
Has to rate the fuck out. Okay.
As just for story reasons, Valis, we're gonna say you approach last.
Okay.
As more and more people, I mean, like, they all begin like clamoring around you, like, and like nobody can, you can't like really tell what anybody's saying because they're all trying to speak at once. Like, are you okay? What happened? Is there anybody else in there? Did you? Is it
I will
dangerous?
just shout at the top of my lungs, silence! And then I'll speak to the guard that was hoisting Isaac that I had to fight from. You, guard,
I,
speak.
Sir Knight.
What is with everything?
Things have been real chaotic. Were you? You wear the garb of? Sorry, you wear the garb of royal knights. Are you? I mean, how long have you been in there? Is there anyone else?
Apparently, we've been in there for about a week.
I see.
Month.
A month? Was it a month? Huh, I guess a month it was.
You've been in there since
Thank you, Isaac.
since this whole mess started. Well, I can't, considering you're the only ones who have come out, I can't tell if you've had the better or worse end of the deal. But it's... And as Validus you approach, a silence falls over the crowd as they look to you
Of course they.
and to the
Of course they hate
princess.
Validus.
As they look towards the princess. And Arthas, Isaac, you immediately begin hearing mutters of monster. They brought a monster out. They're not. Are they in league?
I pull out my
Are they in
blade.
league?
Wait. Don't pull out your blade.
I just
People,
rip the
this is
handle.
not a monster.
Several people, when
This
you
is not a monster.
when you grab the blade, several people do skitter back, like, oh no, they are in league with the monsters. They're gonna kill us.
No, we're not in league with the monster. Put your sword down. What the?
She is your liege, you fools.
I am literally covered in the blood and gore and brain matter of the monster who was causing all of this.
Actually, you are not. When
Oh.
the monster disappeared
No.
into smoke, any trace
Turned
of
to
it left
sand,
on
yeah.
you disappeared into
Fuck,
smoke.
never mind then. Do not say that.
Yeah, we're covered in our own
Yeah.
blood. Especially for how much we got thrashed.
There is now a kind of mixed reaction. Some are still like, no, it can't be. I mean, they got out of here, and now the monsters are done. But like, and some are saying, well, that must be the leader of the monsters. They must be plotting to kill us. Then must be plotting. I say.
It is your liege, you fools. Do you not see that?
You see one. He looks. You would guess by his clothing that he is, or at least was, a noble. He wears very fine clothes that are tattered and torn. I owe no allegiance to no monster, especially no monster princess.
I shall have your tongue if you keep speaking such words.
You
Do
would
not test me, boy. Your blood is meaningless to me.
You then begin to hear
God.
the sound of the crowd parting as you hear. Even after all this time, nothing changes, does it? As... Move aside, people. Move aside. As the crowd parts, and you see Jericho Mouthfield, who looks fairly different than he once did. His hair is cut very short. He is covered in scratches and bruises. He looks Ironically, though, he looks less tired than the last time you saw him. As he approaches the party, he'll look to you all and say, "Even after all this time, it's always you folk causing the problems around here, is it?"
I see that you've been holding down the place, and you really rolled out the red carpet for us this time.
Hey, somebody had to. And he'll kind of reach out a hand.
Valdez doesn't smile. He will actually reach out a hand. For the first time, Valdez is shaking someone's hand this campaign. Holy fuck.
Mousefield will shake your hand, Valdis.
You know, Ratman, I am genuinely surprised and a little bit proud that you've managed to not let this place burn to ash any more than it already has.
Well, you guys weren't here to defend it, so I guess I had to.
No, we were locked in a dungeon for the month.
Hey, we were taking care of important matters, Rat Boy.
Like what? Licking your own wounds?
Yes.
He'll turn to the crowd and say, "Everybody disperse. Go back to your homes. Start rebuilding. We need to get fortified in case the monsters...
at that nobleman.
We need to start rebuilding in case the monsters decide to attack again." And though there is a pause and some murmurs, the crowd does disperse, leaving you with Mousefield, a couple guards, and the rest of the party. You watch as he kind of runs some fingers through his hair and sighs. "I am glad to see all of you alive. Sir Gladius, Lady Everly.
Did you doubt it for a second?
Considering everybody else that went in there didn't come out, yes. Some of the strongest of the strong, even Mr. Racnera here. They go in, never to come out. It's like a trap almost."
Who went in?
Well,
Anybody who
Go
felt
on, Isaac.
bold or desperate enough to seek and I quote, seek their fortune.
has Tesla come back?
He looks to you all and shakes his head. I was somewhat hoping he was still with you all.
No.
Then we really are in trouble then.
We didn't. Well, the good news or bad news, we didn't find Derringer's corpse or any sign of the big guy.
Oh, well then I have good news for you. He wouldn't have been in there anyway. Come on.
Was he out here?
Indeed he is. Come on. You all look like shit. You all look like you can use some rest. Let's go.
Oh, and Ratman, he kind of like Val's like reach out arm and gently like tug his arm. This is actually the princess. Like he's like looking at like straight like why I was like, this is Anastasia. This is actually Anastasia.
Mousefield will kind of look to the unconscious woman in your arms, then look to you, and with a very strange look that you can insight if you want, will say...
I will insight it.
Okay. He will say, "You know that for a
13.
fact."
I got a 13.
It doesn't look like he doesn't believe you. It's just that you see the face of a man who's lost his optimism.
I mean, look at the crown. Look at the horns.
Yes. So you're saying if I put on a crown and a frilly dress, that I too would be the princess?
Isaac, you should take notes from Ratman over here. He's funny.
He's not funny. It's like Isaac peeks up from behind Arthas, and he's like, "He's not funny. He's just a jerk." And he goes back behind him.
My kind of person.
We're
He'll-
almost certain it's
Well-
actually her.
Yes, as much as you don't want to believe it, Ratman, the fight that we had leads us to believe that this is truly what has become of the princess, at least for now.
He
We
shake.
found her on the throne room, being strangled for probably the entire month.
You'll watch as he shakes his head and looks to you, Arthas. It's not that I don't want to believe. Believe me. I want more than anything for that to be the princess. It would save me a hell of a lot of trouble. But after the month I've had, you can't really just take anything for granted anymore. But
I
that's...
see your point.
Listen, a lot's happened, and I don't want to have it just in the middle of the... I don't want to have that conversation in the middle of the street. He'll then kind of look to Henry and the Reverend. He'll nod to Henry, who will return the nod. Then look to the Reverend. And who are you? Oh, me?
He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I smile at Ratman.
You'll watch Ratman kind of frown a bit, and then look to the Reverend with a very judging look, and the Reverend will kind of put up his hands, be like, "Hey, no, don't he don't speak for me. I'm the I was the one ordained to proceed over this wedding. Well, when it was still happening.
He was also our cellmate as we rotted in the dungeons.
Yeah, that too.
Apparently, he's the one to thank for our survival in there for the last... What was it again, Isaac? A month? For the last month.
Have you seen my brother?
Yes, or his parents, for that matter.
Sort of peek out from behind Arthas. Looks like me, pink hair, glasses, has a scar across his eye.
Yes, Mr. Yes, Sir
A little bit
Fenrir.
taller.
I am. Oh, Yes, Sir Fenrir. I know Kristoff. He and I have been fighting side by side for the past month now.
Oh, good, he's alive. Oh, thank God.
In fact,
I just deflate.
in fact, you'll be
I
happy
just
to
pat
know.
Isaac on the shoulder.
In fact, you'll be happy to know that's where we're heading. Your brother's bookshop has been... if I was a more conspiratorial man, I'd say his lodgings, his bookstore, was almost a little too perfectly outfitted for the kind of siege we've been under for the past month.
Yeah, he's skeptical about that type of stuff.
King Kanon, by any chance?
Kanan, the looks like a centaur.
Mhm.
Yes, I
How does
did.
one look like a centaur?
Listen,
This guy, he's so funny.
listen. Save your questions for when we get back to... I guess we'll call
Yeah,
it
let's
home
go.
base for now. And as you start walking, and making your way through the town. But as you do, he will turn slightly towards you, Lorian, and say, "They're alive. Last I saw them. 2 weeks ago, they said they were heading south. They're heading southeast towards South Thunder. Said they were trying to they might be able to find a quote unquote cure."
Cure.
Yeah, and I'll kind of motion up towards the sky as you walk, for whatever the hell this is.
Do you think it's just permanent? Is it like this in other countries, other worlds, or sorry, not worlds, other seas?
That is information I'd like to keep off the streets. No offense.
Yeah, how about we just go to Bro's store?
As you begin making your... Sorry.
I only wanted to do one thing that I completely forgot to do before the fight and everything. Out of the bag of holding that's around my shoulders, I'll be like, "Oh, Miss Everly, hold up a second. I forgot." I didn't know if we were going to live or die, and I kind of reach in the bag and think about the pearl for a second, and I pull it out. While we had time in the castle, this mysterious thing was inside the bag of holding. It feels magical, but I have no use for such things. I imagine after the fight we just had, seeing how you're proficient with the use of magics, I kind of scoff. Here you are. And I hand you a pearl of power.
Ooh. Would she know right away what it is?
I don't. I just hand you the pearl.
Uh,
Being like, it feels
Everly,
like magic, but I don't know what the fuck it is.
Everly, roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
Okay.
If I'm looking, can I also make that check?
Yeah, absolutely. But you won't be making an advantage.
That's fine. Yeah, 5.
Neither. What you see is a strange. Both. This is for both of you. You both see a very strange, glowing pearl that, like, or not glowing, but a pearl that in your hands you feel radiates power. But you've never actually seen anything like this before. It's just very beautiful and just very pleasant to hold.
Maybe you could unlock its secrets. I have no knowledge of the arcane arts. And I would give it to the boy Isaac here, but I feel his foolishness in the battle, he doesn't deserve it. Whereas you held your own, especially with that last fireball.
Listen, just because I got controlled and stabbed one of my friends. Oh.
Oh yeah.
No, I put a hand over his mouth at the second he was about to say that and look to Valdis and go, "Calm down, Valdis. We'll figure this out later."
Isaac.
Holding it up close while
Yes.
looking at it, Everly will say, "Oh, thank you. I've never seen one of these up close. I'll have to do some research on it, but I'll keep it close."
I just give a short, curt nod. "Now, shall we, Ratman?" And I kind of push Isaac forward and kind of keep the distance between him and Validus for a bit.
As you make your way through town, you see quite a few.
It's this way, guys. It's this way, guys.
It is eerie. You all have walked these city streets so many times before. These beautiful granite streets. All of them now cracked and littered with debris, as well as blood. Some fresher, some more fresh than other spots. You see. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
You see people, women, men, children, just going about their. It looks like everybody looks tired. Some people seem hesitant to even come out, and many who look upon you look with give very varying responses depending on who they actually look at. Everly, Arthas, Isaac, Lorian, they all look at you with varying degrees of like, oh my god, new people? Oh my gosh. Validus, to you specifically, they seem a little like wary because, big scary dude. And
Holding a galaxy, like a galaxy chick. Holding a galaxy.
more or less, yes.
Just another day in Northera, guys.
Not really, to be fair. None of you have ever. Yes, you're your average galaxy person. And as you make your way, you see, as you kind of turn a corner, Isaac, you see something very nice, and something very bad. You see your brother's workshop, your brother's bookshop, I mean, and it looks much different than the last time you'd seen it. You can see the basic shape, but you can also see the barricades that have been built around it. The windows have been boarded up, but not for it being closed, but rather you can see the literal splintering wood from some of the windows as if something had been trying to get in. You see uh, spaces open in the upper floors, probably for bowmen to take their shots. You see many soldiers tending to their wounds outside of this bookshop turned. It almost looks like military headquarters in a way. And the bad thing you see, the thing that everybody sees, sitting upon, or rather laying dead on the ground, is a monster that it. How do I describe this monster? It's nothing like Conquest, the creature you had just felled. In fact, it's actually even bigger than Conquest, but it is this big, inky snake-like creature with many eyes and jagged teeth that burst out of its mouth. And it lays dead, decapitated upon the ground. Its inky
This
black.
looks like Behringer's work.
The rat man will kind of lower his head, chuckle, and say, "Mine, actually."
Color me impressed.
I don't
Still
mean
waiting
any.
for the bad news.
These kinds of monsters have been infesting the city for the entire month. Just before you guys got out, the whole city was under siege. Monsters this size, monsters like this one, spiders, lizards, freaks of nature, really. They're all over, and they were killing people. Until, at least, just about the time you left the castle, actually.
Hmm.
Did did any of the monsters happen to be lizard-like, many legs, arched legs like that of a spider? One big horn that they shot lightning out of.
You see Mousefield kind of scratch his chin. No, nothing like that. Probably for the best, too. I don't know if we would have survived something like that.
Not many.
I start walking towards the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll shadow Isaac.
As you approach, the guards all turn, and unless they physically can't, the guards will stand and salute Mousefield as you make your way towards and into the bookshop.
I start looking around.
There,
Is anybody I recognize here?
as you enter in, if you didn't know that this was a bookshop beforehand, you actually wouldn't even realize that that's what this was anymore. And all the books and subsequently the bookshelves have been removed or torn apart, likely for covering up the windows. There are people with more serious wounds being tended to in this space. People are arguing about where do we go next? Who do we talk to? Do we even try and venture out of the city? Those sorts of conversations. Mouse, where as you make your way through, people do stop and like greet Mousefield as well as the rest of you. Like, glad to see other survivors. Right up until, of course, the princess comes into
Validus
view.
and the princess.
It's mainly the princess. You can interpret If that's how Valdis interprets it,
Mhm.
sure. But it's like if the
Yeah, it's
princess
mainly
is
the
covered,
princess and all the.
like if the princess is out of sight, Valdis will be like greeted the same way as like thank goodness there's more survivors right up until the princess is in view. You're led upstairs. You're led upstairs where you find a sort of conference room almost set up. There are several bowmen peeking out from the windows, almost keeping an eye on things to make sure that no monsters seem to reappear and start the battle all over again. And as you get up, Isaac, as you
Mm-hmm.
reach the top step, you hear a familiar voice. It's okay, little one. Come on. Come out. The monsters are all gone. The good men and the good soldiers had defeated the monsters. Come on. Come on. As she kneels down and coaxes a little halfling boy out from underneath the desk.
No.
I walk over.
The boy is. You watch as your mother pulls the boy into a tight hug and whispers uh, sweet words to him. She, her back is to you at the moment.
Um, Mama, I'm home.
You watch as she looks up, turns to you, and there's this moment as you stare at each other. You get the feeling she isn't sure if you're real or not. She seems to be in stunned silence.
Oh. And he'll reach out his hands for a hug and say, I'm alive.
You'll watch as her surprise melts into relief. Still holding the other child in one arm, she'll reach out to place a hand upon your cheek. My sweet little bay leaf. My sweet Soka. Welcome home, little one. Sorry things are such a mess. And
No, it's fine.
she will pull you into a hug.
Tears come down his face when he's hugging her.
As you greet your mother and pull her to a tight hug. The little halfling boy like joining in, still somewhat scared out of his mind. Mousefield will kind of smile just a little bit at this, and then motion for the rest of you to let's go to the back room. Give them some space for now.
Agreed.
As the rest of you are brought to the back room, there seems to be an open. You'll watch as Mousefield just kind of like lazily clears a table of what would it be? You see a table
Probably just be a bunch
with like a
on a
bunch of.
table.
It actually has like a whole load of arrows upon the table. You watch as he just grabs them and just puts them on a counter nearby. Then dusts off the table and looks to you, Baldus. Place the princess here for now. Then we'll talk.
He kind of like looks at the table. He looks at Ratman.
We don't exactly have a lot of beds open right now. A lot of sick and injured.
We don't have time, Validus. Just do as he says.
Reluctantly, he puts down the princess.
In this space, there are plenty of seats, or corners to sulk in.
Validus is sticking by the table.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, corners to sulk in, or cool walls to lean on, like a badass. Yeah, well,
Emo.
I would like to say, after the princess is put down, so we have reason to believe then, as you put it, that every single person within the castle is absolutely dead. Or that was within the castle during the event is dead. No one was able to escape its grounds, as I look somber. Or just very blankly at Sir Ratman.
Mousefeel will kind of take a seat, and then kind of do the thing where he kind of leans on his legs with his elbows and like kind of locks his fingers together. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know a lot about what's going on in the castle, but if it's anything like it is out here, it has been out here, things don't exactly stay dead. They just don't keep their old. They don't keep their old form. They change into those shadow shade creatures.
Yep.
I see.
We found the queen and everyone else important, I think. Well, they're shades, but if we can find a way to reverse this somehow, perhaps we could get them back and then, I guess, move on like little happened.
I know this may seem idiotic, but Arthas will kind of approach the princess and just check her pulse. Like, just lightly tap 2 fingers to, like, the side of her neck, just to make sure everything's still fine.
Roll me a medicine or arcana check of your choice.
Let's see. Oh, well, it looks like I am not experiencing arcana, but that's my better one. But I'll do medicine, because I don't fuck with magic.
Yep. I don't fuck
nine-
with magic.
nine-
He said wearing magic gloves.
19. I know a bit of first aid and basic CPR, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as incompetent as I thought I was going to be.
You're a knight.
It's true.
You feel
You should
just
know how to patch up wounds.
You feel just underneath the princess's chin, against her neck, where you normally would check for a pulse. And you feel nothing.
I then check the wrist in the same fashion, probably getting the same result.
Yes, additionally, you get no pulse. But there is
I look to
warmth
Validus.
to the body.
Oh, there is? Okay. I'll look to Validus after I check and go, it's hard to tell, but I feel no pulse, but there's still a warmth to the body.
Did I feel the princess, I guess, breathing against me?
Yes, you did.
She was breathing against me. I felt it.
She might be in some kind of comatose state. I don't know when she's going to wake up.
Well, let's assume that she was being tortured for an entire month.
You're right. We all saw what we did.
That's actually where I wanted to start.
What was that creature?
Says the Rat Man. If you don't mind, I'm just as in the dark about what happened inside as you probably are on the outside. Am I about right?
Yeah, that'll do it.
So, I know you want answers, but so do I. So, if you don't mind me asking, what the hell happened in there? I wasn't at the wedding. I don't know anything went on. Just suddenly a month ago, there was this fucking dark spire that burst out of the castle. So fucking bright that I'm pretty sure people from other seas could probably see it.
A lot happened.
Well, we were at the wedding. How do I put this in kind terms? Princess killed the prince. Dark fog. Woke up a month later, half starved in the dungeons, next to Abel. We escaped. Scrounged up what little we could. Made our way to the throne room.
You're
A
leaving out
giant-
death.
I came across several hundred specters, ghosts, I don't know which one to call them, meandering about. The people probably died in the initial attack, or later, I'm not sure. Queen was among them, as well as any other important people who you don't know is alive. Went to the throne room, beat up a demon, got the princess back. She looks like this now. Castle had a freak out. We escaped. Oh, and there's the embodiment of death roaming around within the castle.
And his face was filled with damned souls, or at least that's the idea I got when I clashed blades with him. Or it.
You watch, you look at Mousefield and see a man in just disbelief. His eyes are wide and he's kind of just looking at his hands. He'll kind of look up to you, then he'll kind of he'll look over to Henry as if for some desperate plea to be like, in fact, he'll even say, I am begging you, my friend, tell me they're lying. But Henry just kind of shakes his head. Fred, I can't tell you that. It's all as far as I can tell, that's all the truth. There was spirits wandering all over the place. There was in fact some kind of grim skeletal horseman, grim reaper looking asshole, but I'm hoping, considering how things have turned out, considering how they were before I went in, maybe if you just leave him in there and don't bother him, he won't hurt nobody. Henry says with a bit of a grin.
I did challenge it to a duel, so if none of you want to return, I know that in some time I will have to defeat that enemy. I can't let such a blasphemous creature roam our fair city, take residence in the noble house of my liege. Disgusting.
The Reverend will kind of put a hand up and say, from what I was able to observe, over the course of the month, a corruption seemed to overtake the castle. He'll look to you, Everly, and say, "You saw all those chains, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Those weren't there at the start, but I watched over the course of the month as those chains just grew and grew and got more and more twisted over time. And needless to say, I don't know how long that chain dome has been there, but I'm guessing it'd be a result of all this of that corruption growing and spreading.
Also, Sir Ratman, I seem to recall the few of us that were at Mousefield, forgive me, lower life forms are beneath me, anyway. When we were at the wedding, before the princess decided to take the life of the young, insufferable prince, or maybe it was after it, Everly, jog my memory, but she was wearing some kind of medallion or weird artifact that was acting funny before all shit and hell broke loose.
This is true.
Now, I don't remember the princess wearing such an artifact. I mean, I don't question the jeweler or the fashion advice given by the maids or the handmaidens, but whatever that piece was, it seemed very off during the wedding, and rightfully so. It was probably the source of this corruption. But there was only few of us that were up by the princess that could have seen such a thing, and my eyes could have been deceiving me. A lot happened in those couple seconds, though.
I feel like I'm the only one here who's not just about to blame the princess for all of this. There's no way she could have. She, in the most respectful way possible. I've trained her for 4 years now. She is not capable of something like this.
You watch as Mousefield kind of rubs his temple and says, "But weren't you the one who said she killed the prince, which led to all this happening?"
I would have done the exact same thing. Her mother just sold her off to an abominable husband. If anything, I'm proud of her.
I don't believe it was the princess's fault that caused all this. I honestly believe it was our fault as her retainers that caused this. We could see that the princess did not want to be married to this foul prince, but I did nothing to help stop the arrangement, and I'm sure as I look to the group, none of us tried hard enough to help her, and being close to her.
I tried talking to her mom. That went splendidly.
You know her mother.
So splendidly,
you know how she
got fired the next day.
You watch as Mousefield actually shoots up and looks at you, Validus. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Derringer was the one that gave us the news, like seconds before the procession was about to start.
So...
And that set the princess completely off. She ran away from everyone, found her at the wedding, she killed the prince, everything went to shit.
The Reverend will again raise his hand. But go ahead.
Speak, Fox.
I am a man. Sorry.
A clever one.
Thank you. My name is Reverend Abel Kainsworth. I am the only, well, I'm not the only priest or cleric in South London, but I act as the royal physician for the South London royal family. I was brought here in order to ordain the wedding. When the prince was stabbed and he collapsed to the ground, I knelt down to try and help him to maybe heal the wound in time before he passed. And when the princess started laughing, I looked up at her and I saw her wipe some of the prince's blood on that amulet. I think whatever he'll kind of motion to just all around him in general, whatever caused this must have needed royal blood, I'm guessing.
Still not blaming the princess. Anastasia did nothing wrong. You were backed into a corner like her. What other choice do you have? If she wanted to cause all of this, I don't think that she did. If she wanted to cause this, why would she be held hostage in her own home?
When you say what choice did she have, you actually notice Mousefield actually begin to look very upset, as he'll look up to you, Validus, and say, She could have gone through with the wedding instead of
Exactly, you fool.
instead of, I don't know, causing the apocalypse. And now I've lost count of how many deaths of people I personally know and have and cared about.
Validus, I know you're angry and you wish to not throw shade in the direction of the princess, but we all know she is just a child. I tried to warn her about her duty. All nobles have a duty to uphold to their kingdom. Marriage is one of the few duties that is, you have to do it. There is no such thing as true love for a noble. She was too young and too in her fantasies to fully comprehend that, and in her darkest hour, she lost hope and she made the wrong choice. She is still young.
Really
If we
kinda
can save her, she can grow from it.
This is not her fault. You can't blame her for being forced in a situation like this. There is no royal duty. She, as you said, she's just a kid. She turned 18 like 3 months ago.
I know you're not a noble, so I understand why you don't understand the customs.
You understand nothing.
No, you fool. You are the one that doesn't understand.
Noble customs are barbaric.
We all grow up.
Customs are barbaric.
At this point, Henry stomps his foot, causing a loud kind of piercing the tension in the air. And he'll kind of cross his arms and say, if you want to keep arguing, take it outside and kill each other. For now, unlike you all apparently, I want to actually try and find a solution to this problem.
I concur. I will silence myself.
Miles kind of like crosses his arms and like turns away from Henry.
He'll look to Mousefield. So, any updates on how... I'm assuming things have only gotten worse since I left. Mousefield will kind of nod. Yep. It's like no matter what... I thought they were about as bad as they could get when you left, but no, this somehow got worse. I'm guessing you guys want to know what's been happening since you've been gone.
I want to know why the sky's purple.
Well, yeah, so do I.
We beat the monster. It's dead. Why isn't everything fixed? We fixed it. It's not fixed.
The Reverend will kind of speak up. Well, there is that Grim Reaper looking monster. Maybe it's also a part of this. But I don't know if we're really I mean, I watched Mr. Ragnera land a heavy and just devastating blow to that damnable Grim Reaper, but it clearly didn't stay down.
Perhaps we just need to raise our own strengths. Gather the right equipment, necessary items, hone ourselves, and slay death itself.
Mousefield. Sorry.
No, she was just saying we need to be stronger.
Mousefield, you said you didn't want to answer stuff on the street. We're not in the street now.
Right.
How far spread is all of this? Is the whole world fucked up its ass, or is it just Northera?
I mean, it depends on what you count as the world, but let's start on the day. Things aren't good, Validus, I'll tell you that much. The day the Spire as people are calling it, came out of the castle. The sky turned like purple or whatever, and while the sun could still shine, weird things started happening. People started going crazy. Monsters, like right out of your nightmares, started appearing. Spiders and snakes and creatures with deformed limbs and fingers and whatever else. And they just started attacking people. It sounds like the further you get away from this place, the less aggressive they are. But that was only... And if that's where it stopped, then we could just leave this place and never come back, and, maybe that would be the end of it. But I've been getting reports from scouts all over. Seems like things all around... It seems like all of the entire continent has been affected by whatever this is. Everywhere you... If you leave Norfera, the sky stops being purple, and monsters stop appearing. But then I've been hearing talks of plagues and discontent in the other countries, and it isn't good anywhere.
Fuck. So what? We just sit here, roll over and die?
We need to grow our strength.
I don't know what to do.
we-
Oh, and to make matters worse, and I look towards Henry. And now there's no escape. Henry will kind of lean back.
What do you mean? Cage is off. Cage is off. We can go.
Last few days after you left, Henry, we received a letter from a group called Cure. Or at least that was the abbreviation they gave us. They didn't actually tell us their real name. But they say that, and I quote, "For the good of the world, the Northern Sea, the Northern Sea must be isolated." Now, I've been hearing reports that there's like a naval blockade all around the continent. People have been trying to use sending spells and other kinds of divination magic on people outside of the Northern Sea, and it's just not going through. It's like we're cut off from the rest of the world.
So we are just left here to die. Is there a wall that Validus can just punch?
Yes.
Or anything that Validus can just... Great. Bang! Fist going right through.
Alright, roll me an intimidation check, please.
Intimidation?
Yes.
What? Try? Okay. Eeny meeny, where the fuck is intimidation? 12.
As you punch the wall, the sleeping princess will actually kind of like shrink, curl up into like a fetal position.
Cool.
The Reverend will kind of put up his hands like, now, Sir Dirge, there ain't no reason to be so standoffish or nothing. We just need to calm down and think things through logically.
Validus looks at the Reverend, he looks like at the scared princess, and he actually like shrinks completely. As we can all guess, today's not been a good day for anyone. I'm sorry.
Well, Mousefield will stand up and say, Doesn't seem like it's been a good day. It hasn't been a good day, but at least the monster, whatever you did in the castle, made the monsters stop attacking. In fact, they pretty much all but disappeared. The ones we haven't slain. So things aren't looking good, but you guys have done a good thing today, and he will kind of give you all a bow. For that, I appreciate it. We've received reports that currently South Thunder is without a ruler, and there have been talks of rebellion, or rumors of rebellion. Olympia, I mean, not much news comes out of there, but who can say for sure? And in the UDF, well, that place is already kind of a shithole, but all right. There is one other thing. And as he says this, Isaac. You and your mother have stopped hugging, and she has the boy sit down with as she pulls out a small a metal triangle with the stick. It's like, here you go. It is beautiful in its simplicity. Anyone with the mind can make beautiful sound from this, as long as you don't go too crazy. And as the boy immediately begins going crazy with the ring-a-ding-ding-ding with the triangle. She stands up straight and then looks back to you, Isaac. Where have you been?
Apparently, I've been trapped in the castle for like over a month.
Trapped? What happened? Were you kidnapped?
I don't really know. I was unconscious for the majority of the time, apparently. I only just woke up like this morning.
She'll kind of grab your cheeks and turn your head from side to side, checking for any wounds.
Mama.
Nope, still handsome. And as she's doing this, you hear the sounds of someone scrambling up the steps to the second floor. As your brother, Christoph, emerges, huffing and puffing. It's like, Mama, where? And then he looks to you.
I just run over and hug him immediately.
You almost... Hold on, I have to... Okay. As you run up to him and hug him, he actually takes a step back and goes as he almost he almost ends up leaning backwards over the stairs before he pulls you into a tight hug. Brother, where the hell have you been?
Indisposed, brother. I missed you too.
He'll kind of push you back and look down at you and ask, "Did you fight honorably?"
I tried. I'm not as strong as your father yet.
Are you? At least you tried. That's better than you usually do. And he'll pat your shoulder.
Well, you remember one of the retainers, Validus? I did stab him in the back and knock him out. So technically, I'm strong.
You watch as he goes fully flat mouthed at that.
I'm like standing there with like my hands on hips.
At the part where it looks like he was having a mental breakdown.
I cured him of his fear, so that's a good thing.
His fear by giving him pain.
Apparently, I was controlled by some big monster. It's fine. I'm all good now. My brain be thinking good and stuff.
He gently pats your shoulders again, and then kind of moves you out to the side. Good job. Fuck, right. Excuse me, just a moment. As he'll rush towards the back room where you all reside. As he enters, he says, "Sir Mousefield, Sir Mousefield." He's awake. Captain Derringer is awake. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I guess you know the other thing I was about to tell you. He'll look to the rest of the party. About a week after the whole event started, Captain Derringer hobbled his way out and immediately fell into I don't even know. It wasn't. He's been out cold since he escaped the castle. He's been bedridden with a fever. Well, let's go give him a visit, shall we? Maybe he'll know what to do about this whole mess.
I'll grab my mama's hands and I'll say, "Mama, I'm gonna go with them, but I'll be back."
And where have I heard that before, Isaac? Go, have fun. Just be back in time for dinner.
Yes.
And she'll rustle your hair.
I promise to get stronger than brother and father someday.
I know you will. Does everybody else go with Mousefield?
Can Valda stay behind for a quick moment?
Yeah, absolutely.
Laura's gonna follow.
I'll follow as well.
Everly?
Mhm.
Do you follow as well? Well?
Yes.
Okay. What would you like to do, Validus?
Kind of like, is the princess still like, in the fetal position?
Yes. And she's still...
He looks at it, Sorry.
She's still asleep.
He looks at it and he visibly frowns. He eventually looks back up to Mousefield. Again, I am happy that not everything is destroyed, but I hate to ask more questions, but is Poxla around?
You watch as he frowns and puts his hands on his hips. Kind of looks down before shaking his head. She did get out. But one day the siege was just too bad. Her patients were in danger. And she wasn't going to let anybody hurt them. So she fought until she couldn't anymore. Sorry.
Is there a grave marker for the fallen?
We can't, it's kind of hard to. When people die, even if we do manage to get them into graves, they turn into shades.
I didn't see her at the castle. Went to her office and everything.
Let's go, Valdis. Grab the princess.
Alright. People gently scoop up the princess. And then leave.
You're led out of the bookshop, back into the busy streets as the sun begins to dip, turning the purple sky just a... What would it turn it in this case? Into a kind of bright red. As you're led down the streets, once again you get the odd looks or the welcoming waves, depending on. As you are led to a large, how do I describe it? You're led to what looks like what used to be the town hall, you would have guessed. Inside, there are just beds upon beds of sick or injured people who are being attended to. You kind of have to squeeze your way through the crowds of people. Until eventually you were brought to a room with a closed door. As you arrive, Mousefield will look to the party and give you a nod. You're his employees. You go ahead and do the honors.
Would he not want to see you too?
He ain't my boss.
No, but you are the hero of Norfera.
I killed a monster. It ain't that big a deal. Just go inside.
You united the people to defend themselves. And killed a monster.
Can't a guy just be tired? And he will enter inside, motioning for you to follow. As you enter,
follows.
As you enter inside, you see at any other point what would be a rather comical scene. You see Captain Derringer, a Goliath a Goliath who is incredibly large, even for the average of his people. You see him not in one but two beds, which even with that looks comically small underneath him. He is, as you arrive, he's under like 3 blankets. And is currently being attended to by an elven woman in medical attire. As you enter into the room, he looks towards the party, bleary-eyed, his face pale and covered in a cold sweat. Well, look who's come to visit me. Seems like you
I
all...
knock on the door.
A little late for that, Isaac.
Shit.
Seems you've all been busy. Retainers. Sir Mousefield. Mousefield kind of scratched the back of his head. Listen, nobody else was going to do it, so I stepped up. It's not that big of a deal. You'll watch as he kind of tries to pull himself up, and you see just the man struggle. Like as if every bone in his body were broken. And eventually he rather than lay upon the two very small beds, kind of pulls himself up and just uses one bed as a seat. And he says, "All right. Sir Mousefield, retainers, catch me up on things." And as the party and Mousefield explain the situation, or at least what they know, to Cobalt Derringer, captain of the Royal Knights, as Henry and the Reverend stay just outside the room. The Reverend actually going around and helping the nurses with his few remaining spell slots. That is where we're going to end today's session.
Ooh, we survived, guys.
Woo!
If I can say one thing, sorry.
Yeah,
Validus
absolutely.
was offered to, fix up Derringer with his funny healing hands.
Funny healing hands.
Got a disease? He could fix it.
It's not really disease, it's just more general fatigue.
Yeah. Beat to shit. He
Exhaustion.
can fix that too. I can give him 10 hit points, but if he wants it.
No, it's just actual fatigue.
He's tired as fuck.
It's exhaustion, basically.
Yes,
Can't,
exhaustion.
can't fucking cure that one.
Not yet, anyway.
Thank you very much for playing today, and once again, I want to show, look at that art. Look at that art. Look at how cool that art is. Look at it. I want all of you to look at it.
Gorgeous. I love it.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
And that's the princess. Fuck, I hope that doesn't traumatize her in her sleep. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Feels bad.
actually, I have a quick question. It's kind of too late to ask, but did anybody grab baby back ribs?
I assumed he was following us.
That's what I kind of
Or
assumed
whatever.
too.
Laura okay, we'll just say for the sake of it, Laura is holding baby back ribs, who also garners many questionable looks.
It seems like it suits lore though.
Kinda.
It
Good
reminds
host.
me or took their blanket that they always have with them and just kind of like wrapped him up so they can still use their arms and stuff while holding him.
Are we still on air?
I think we'll end the stream here. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Consume
See you all
toothpaste.
next week.